able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane. Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Fingan, Feet, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And we've got a lot going on. And for you YouTubers and Facebookers, we're coming real soon. Yeah. We'll be on in a second. We're coming. Because I know they're what's going on? What's going on? They're very impatient. Yes. All right. Well, what do you say? What say you, Mika Owens? Boy, I think a lot of people thought that this could happen. They thought this could happen. And guess what? It did. It happened. Mika Owens defeats Stephanie Dumas in the primary for the Hamilton County Commissioner. And it's on to November. And I don't think it's going to be as easy of a race that we might think. A Republican in a blue county, I don't know. Republicans are going to put a lot of money. They want that seat back on that commission. The Republicans want it back. And they're going to do everything in their power to get it back. But Mika Owens, she knows how to campaign. And she's been doing, she did a pretty good job of campaigning in this primary. She was everywhere. She worked, I have to admit, I think she worked a little bit harder than Stephanie Dumas. She worked harder. She worked harder. And Kevin Aldridge got a pretty good article in the Enquirer today. Mika Owens flexes political muscle in the Hamilton County race. And it all started for Stephanie Dumas when the Democrats didn't endorse the incumbent. That's where it all started. She was fired up on that. And Mika Owens was, I guess, able to make people forget that she hired the white straight guy and took the seat of the black gay guy. You know what I mean? And lost the, majority black council members. People were upset, but I guess they forgot. She made them forget. She was in their faces. She was everywhere. She was everywhere. And Stephanie Dumas is crying foul. She says there was a lot of dirty politics going on. Dirty politics. A lot of dirty politics. And she was referring to the flyer at the last minute with it had Denise Driehaus, it had Mika Owens on there, and it had some people endorsements on there that some people said they didn't endorse her for. And actually it was for her running for the precinct executive or what, a position of power in the Democratic Party. And I think the Driehaus brothers, one or both of the Driehaus brothers were behind the flyer and this dark money, they're saying. And Stephanie Dumas donated to Denise Driehaus' campaign when she didn't donate to Alicia Reese's campaign. So, that snake bit you, yeah. Snakes will bite. And that sort of bit her. Yeah, she didn't donate to Alicia Reese's campaign, but she donated to Denise Driehaus's campaign. And it all came back. Then she showed out down at the Black Music Walk of Fame. I don't think that helped her any in the black community. So I don't know. It was a lot of things that contributed to this loss by Stephanie Dumas. Yeah. So we will see what's going to happen in November now. And that Najoli, this would have been a tighter race than Herman Najoli. I don't know. I tell you, to me, it seems like somebody pays him to get in these elections. It may not be true, and I'm not saying it's true, but somebody is encouraging him to get in these races. He just pops up everywhere and throws a wrench in things. This would have been a much closer, without his 7%, it would have been a much closer race. And I think he knows he's not going to win, but he just gets in there anyway. Oh, Herman Najoli. Yes. All right. He pops up everywhere. And, oh, boy, my good friend Vanessa Enoch managed to win her primary, but I don't know. Warren Davidson, he's a Republican in a Republican district. It's going to be... Boy, unless we go into a serious depression because of Donald Trump between now and November, I don't know how her chances look, but she keeps fighting. She keeps coming back. She keeps coming back. Nothing stops Vanessa Enoch. She keeps coming back. So she won her primary. But, man, and I was shocked. Damon Lynch IV, I was shocked with his 32%. I'm sure some Republicans voted for Damon Lynch IV in this district now, with a lot more Republicans in this district that they're in, this first congressional district. I'm sure some Republicans voted for Damon Lynch IV. Yes. He got some Republicans voting for him. Yes, and Greg Landsman, it's not going to be an easy fight for him either, because I think he still has the city of Cincinnati, but those lines, when they redrew the lines, he got a lot into Republican areas there that he's going to have to overcome. So Greg Landsman is going to have to put the boxing gloves back on. You know, he was a boxer, He's a boxer. And he's going to have to do some swinging to beat the Republican in November. So it's going to be some interesting races that happen. And my good friend Amy Acton, of course, if you were listening to the news, they called her Amy Action. And she's going to have to do a lot of action to win governor. But people really don't like Ramaswamy. And, he's all part of that Doge. Don't forget about Doge. He was there in the beginning. And when he decided he wanted to be governor, he dropped out. He said, okay, I'm done with Doge. I'm going to Ohio and run for governor. But he was there when they started firing everybody. He was right there in the mix with Elon Musk. So you can't forget that. You can't forget that. And Mika Owens, she's going to have a tough time. She's going to have a tough time. But because the Republicans want that commission seat very bad. We'll see. We will see. But she'll be on my TV show this coming Sunday morning on Star 64 at 6:30. So check her out. Mika Owens will be on Cincinnati Issues Sunday morning, 6:30 on Star 64. Let's see what else is going on. What else did I miss here? But in these, boy, I can't believe all these school districts. It's for the children. You got to be able to spare a few bucks a month extra for the kids. These school levies went down. I don't know what they're going to do over at North College Hill. Mount Healthy did pass theirs. Mount Healthy passed was it Mount Healthy? I think it was Mount Healthy that passed theirs. Income tax. They passed a payroll income tax levy, so I don't know. But North College Hill is going to be in big trouble with their budget, which was already suffering, and it's more of the same. Yeah. Someone says, Mount Healthy school levy passed. We fought hard as parents for that. Well, good. I congratulate you on that win. I know it was tough. It was tough. Let's see what else is happening. The Princeton guard, Cameron Mercer. Bearcats have thrown their hat back in the ring to get him. But he's only, he's a sophomore. He'll be a junior next year, but these teams are fighting over him already. He's good. He's a beast. Oh, yeah. Whoever gets him, they'll have something. But will he stay home here in Cincinnati? Xavier's after him also. Ohio State is trying to get him. North Carolina State is trying to get him. Florida State, Maryland, Missouri. Man, this guy, he's going to walk in with millions. I'm thinking he's going to have a few million in his pocket when he chooses whichever college he wants to go to. So he'll be a millionaire before he graduates, because he'll sign with them before he graduates, and they'll give him some money to make sure he shows up. So he'll be a millionaire. Cameron Mercer, Cincinnati's newest millionaire in a couple of years. Oh, I wonder if they can give him a little down payment early and let him, Hey, I don't know. They do so many crazy things now in college basketball and football. I don't know what they might can sign him right now with a couple of million. Who knows? But it's going to be interesting to see where the Princeton guard will end up after he graduates. And like I say, he's just a sophomore, and he plays like a senior right now. He could start on a lot of college teams today. But he's got 2 more years. You think Princeton will get to the state championship the next 2 years? They probably will. They might win 3 in a row. They just might. All right. And those shout out to the Evanston residents. They're still, the one guy, they going to sit. I can't sleep anymore because I think I'm going to get set out. That's how they're going to sit me out. And they're trying to say, look, that was just a notice. They shouldn't even sent him the notice anyway. Things are why you send the guy a 30-day notice saying he owes back rent when this thing is going to be worked out, or just forgive those tenants for what they owe and let's move on. These cats, they can't sleep. They're worried. They're not in the best of health anyway, and you throw this on them, and what? I tell you, I just don't understand. Maybe if they arrest the guy who took the money, they're still investigating, and we got to do everything legally. Well, if he signed his name on some money orders, I guess they have to find where do the money orders go? Do they end up, do the banks keep the money orders wherever he cashed them? I don't know how that works, but all you need is a couple of money orders where he signed his name on it, and that should be enough to file charges. I don't know. I'm not a police officer, but sometimes I play one on radio. I'm not a prosecutor, but I play one on radio. And Connie Pillard says they're working on it also. I think that will make the residents feel a little better after they arrest the guy. But I'm with you Evanston folks over there. I I hope I don't have to pay you another visit over there, but things get bad. I'll be back. I will be back. Those are my people over there at that housing complex there at the Evanston. All right, we're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. 513-749-1230. Want to say happy birthday to Dr. Keith Melvin, celebrating a birthday today. Let's see, how old is he? I think he may be 73, 74 maybe, somewhere around in there. I got to check. But it's his birthday. Hollywood Melvin, happy birthday. If you know him, you got his number, call him up and wish him a happy birthday. Or maybe you better text him. I think he's working today. All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you want.
Oh, I like that.
Get all the news and info, world events, entertainment, sports, and everything happening in and around Cincinnati and the tri-state.
On demand.
The Lincoln Ware Podcast.
Go get it right now.
Wherever you get your podcasts. Or go to thebuzzcincy.com and click on Lincoln Ware Rewind.
All right. You're not a preacher, but you play one on radio. Oh, boy. Tell Mika to go light on the eyeliner link. Oh, boy. Dumas was the best choice. Well, all I can say is to Bobby Hilton is God did that thing. I guess that's all. He can go back to full time at the church now. God wanted. He's 74. Dr. Melvin is 74. Okay. Oh, I gotta get. See. No. I hear Tierra Powell punked Black Lion out yesterday. She punked him out, I hear. What's up, Brenda Tribble?
And the Ad Council.
Giving voice to the community. We are the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln, we're with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. We got a lot going on around the tri-state, the nation, and the world. And I'm hearing that the Iranians did a whole lot of damage to military bases over there, some of these countries, bombed airplanes, and just military equipment and bases, and we know nothing about. They don't talk about that. They've destroyed so many planes and things over there. Nobody's talking about it. They kicked the Pentagon press corps out of the Pentagon. They don't want you to know how Iranians are kicking butt over there, and they're trying to keep it all a secret. It's crazy. This administration in November, folks, y'all can't forget all this stuff. You can't forget what the Republicans are doing. And you can't let another Republican get in there as president in 28. We got to take the Senate in November, and it can easily be done. Sherrod Brown is back on the scene. He'll be running to get his old Senate seat back. So it's going to be some interesting times between now and November. Let me tell you. All right. Let's go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and check in with my good friend, Detective Tiffany Green. How you doing today?
I'm good. Good morning, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. What's going on? Who are we looking for today?
Well, nothing is going on this way. What's going on your way?
Well, everything's always going on my way. Let's see. Tonight I've got my TV show, the recording of the show. It'll air on Sunday morning, 6:30 on Star 64. I got the Heart Association in, and I've got Mika Owens coming in.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll make sure to tune in on Sunday.
All right. 6:30 on Star 64.
I gotcha.
All right. Who are we looking for?
Stephanie Brandenburg was indicted by a Hamilton County grand jury on possession of cocaine, possession of fentanyl, and possessing drug abuse instruments. Stephanie Brandenburg is a white female. She's 39 years old. She's 5'1" and 110 pounds. Stephanie Brandenburg has a history of drug offenses, solicitation, and was last known to live on Westbrook Drive in Westwood. Cincinnati Police District 3 is looking for Damon Harris. Mr. Harris is wanted for 2 counts of felony forgery, 3 counts of misdemeanor theft, and 2 counts of misdemeanor receiving stolen property. Mr. Harris knowingly forged the victim's money order by deleting the victim's name from the money order and writing his name on top of it. Damon Harris is a black male. He's 25 years old. He's 5'5" and 170 pounds. Damon Harris has a history of drug and weapon offenses and was last known to live on Lotus Hill Drive in Forest Park. Listeners, if anyone has information on where police can find Stephanie Brandenburg or Damon Harris, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day, cash money for your clues. Did you ever see any thing on the people who try to go into the movie theater with the rifles?
I did. I seen the press release.
Yes,
I'm like, wow.
I know, that's unbelievable. And they're right here locally. They got their pictures there, so you should get some tips on them maybe. You know?
Hopefully, yeah. If anybody can identify him or has any information, please call Crime Stoppers or submit a tip online.
All right, 352-3040, night or day. And what's that online? What's the website again?
It is crime-stoppers.us.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
Talk to you. Bye-bye.
All right, that's Detective Tiffany Green. She's in a talkative mood this morning, huh? She's feeling good today. Yes. All right. Let's move along. 513-749-1230. Let's go to Bill. Bill, we'll start it off with you today. And then we go to Jay Boogie, White Liar, and Ray.
Hey, good morning. My Sunday Soul classic is, you know what? Karma has bit me in the butt because I teased you about your memory loss and everything.
Yes.
Now, either it's my memory loss or I just didn't hear the title of the song. It goes, I love you for so many
Okay, it's by The
reasons.
Fuzz. It's by The Fuzz, a group called The
Yes.
Fuzz.
That's my request.
Okay. We got you covered.
All right. I want to send a shout-out to Mike, our maintenance man of the Clarkson Apartments where I stay at, and to definitely Chico.
All
Get your
right.
request in, bro.
All right, thanks for your call,
Jared,
Bill.
It's
Okay.
good to hear that you're still around. And Mr. Ware, keep up the good work.
All right. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. He's glad to hear you still around, Terrence Howard.
I'm still alive and kicking, Mr.
All
Ware.
right. I see. Jay Boogie. How you doing, Jay Boogie?
I'm doing all right, Link. There you go again with all these shout-outs to these men, Chico, and all these guys. Man. Boy,
Yes.
so with that.
All right.
Now, I'm feeling a little sad today because I watched that election last night, and I saw that these people still hanging in there with that Trump. Indiana got rid of all their Republicans that vote against redistricting.
Yeah, isn't that
That is so
something?
crazy.
Isn't that something? Yeah. They
I can't believe it.
the blind
Yeah,
leading the blind. They're going to stick with Trump. Like he said, he could walk down Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody, and he would still have followers. They would still love him.
Gas high, planes hitting bakery trucks and everything because those people he got running the places are bad. We never had that many accidents with planes.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And then Mika Owens, another thing about Mika Owens. Mika Owens got another agenda. Those people done got behind her. Business people, white people are behind her. They the one putting her in this position. She in position to do some stuff. She owed favors. She got like Avtab, all of them. You see what she thinks? She got these white people behind her. Walsh and that man that she put on the council. Those are the first people she thanked. You know, because it's a bigger picture. We just ain't saw it yet. But Mika Owens is not for the blacks. And I can see her now. If she gets on that commission, her and Alicia Reese going to have some problems.
You know,
I'm telling you.
I don't know. You know, first of all, when she gets, if she wins, she got to win in November. But
yeah, I know.
She's got to. I mean, they can't even talk to each other once they're commissioners. They can't even sit down in a room and talk to each other when that happens. Alicia's not about. She's about getting things done. You know what I mean? And hopefully Mika Owens is about the same thing, and they'll get things done.
Mika Owens is not an Alicia Reese. Alicia Reese is for the people. Mika Owens is not. And for these people to go around here and keep voting for her after she sold our seats out, and she's selling the other seat out because when the Walsh and that boy she picked to choose her replacement if she leaves, they're going to be a white person. They're not going to put no black person on there. So they finna lose again. So she is not for us. And I want all y'all listeners out there that went out there and voted for that woman after she done stabbed y'all 2 times.
Well, first of all, wait, stop right there. Stop right there. Now, you got to vote for her in November unless you want a Republican on there. That'll be double trouble if a Republican gets on the commission. So, you better be telling people.
I don't have to vote for her.
Oh, stop telling people how to vote. Yeah, like I said,
I just see what she do to people.
I'd rather have her on commission than have a Republican on there. So
yeah, that's fine, but I hope she didn't take Dumas out and then she ended up losing to a Republican. Then Alicia and that girl is in trouble. So it's just crazy.
All right, thanks for your call. All right, all right. You know, don't tell people not to vote. You don't even live in Hamilton County. She's up against a Republican, and we can't let that happen. So you got to do what you got to do. You got to support her. You know? All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back. The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships?
Woo! We still haven't heard from Cecil Thomas. Cecil Thomas is still missing in action. This is the same thing happened in Republican Party. That's how MAGA was birthed. Okay, jeez. Oh boy. Pink Panther better get busy. It ain't over. No, I think she'll do the work. She'll put the work in. Get that hotline. I think it's Kevin Aldridge. I think it's Kevin. Oh, who is that? Oh, God. Okay. You need it? Cut my mic off. And I'll... At the Community Action Agency, 1740 Langdon Farm Road. Learn from state and federal experts how to discover, defend, and outsmart the scammers. Registration is not required. For more information, go to proseniors.org or call 800-293-4767. This Friday, it's the 5th annual Beyond the Courthouse Steps at the Court Street Plaza, presented by the Drug Treatment and Recovery Court. A day of resources, education, connection, and community care from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with me, Lincoln Ware, live outside the courthouse. Free food, giveaways, prizes, resource bags, and info booths, on-site treatment, dental cleaning, and exams. A free friendly event this Friday for the community. Beyond the Courthouse Steps at the Court Street Plaza. This Friday, 10 till 2.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part, knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
.30 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Let's see, we got Kevin Aldridge. Before we go to Kevin Aldridge, let me go to Vanessa Enoch and congratulate her on her primary victory last night. Vanessa, you've been fighting, and you're still fighting. How you doing today?
Yes, I'm wonderful. How are you today, Lincoln?
I'm hanging in there. So you got a big job ahead of you for November.
Absolutely. And, Lincoln, I first of all want to just say thank you to the community for still supporting me and entrusting me in this race. and in the previous races as well. So this is our second go-round in Hamilton County. So I'm hoping that, parts of Hamilton County, this is our first go-round.
Because you were on my ballot yesterday. You were on my ballot. So I was shocked. I was like, she's in Hamilton County.
Hamilton County is actually our biggest county in the district now. And a lot of people don't know that. So I'm hoping that we can even get more support as people now understand and know that I'm in their communities. And in Hamilton County, we have more than 300,000 voters to reach in Hamilton County. And so that's going to be our heavy lift for this time. And so I'm hoping that we can mobilize voters to help with the campaign in Hamilton County and to get the word out and just let people know that the district is no longer just Butler County here locally, but much of Hamilton County, the northern suburbs, are all part of the district now. And so we're mobilizing volunteers. We need donations so we can kick off a strong campaign for the general election. And we're hoping that folks are going to show up and come out, and we can mobilize the community to help get me elected, because I can't get elected until the voters and volunteers show up to help.
And Warren Davidson, he's been there quite a long time, and he's got a following there, and he's going to be tough to overcome.
Yeah, he will be, but I'll tell you what, we do have a path to victory. We have identified our voter universe, and we know that if we can get our communities out to vote, then we can win it. Yesterday, they ran an article in one of the rural communities to say that Warren Davidson and Jim Jordan will be representing the 8th Congressional District again. That's before the campaign has even started, before he even knows who his opponent is going to be. And so we can't let that happen. We've got to fight for the seat. And we know we have an opportunity. Hamilton County is far more blue than any of the other areas of the district that we've run in previously, and we know that we can flip areas of the district that are ruby red. We ran some test pilots in those areas, and we were able to flip several of those precincts that have always voted red.
All right.
So, we know we can do it, but we need all hands on deck. We're targeting, we want 700 volunteers. I think we have more than 400 or 500 volunteers at this point, but we want to add 300 more volunteers to that so that we can reach all parts of the district. So if anybody is interested in volunteering or donating, they can go to enochforcongress.com. So that's ENOCHFOR Congress.com, enochforcongress.com. And we'll get them in the volunteer pool. And there's something for everybody to do, Lincoln. We need people hitting doors. We need people making phone calls. So anybody who is interested in helping out with this campaign, we welcome them to our campaign. We have a veteran leadership team that knows what they're doing, knows how to run a campaign. So all we need is the volunteers.
All right, Vanessa, congratulations once again, and good luck in November.
Thank you so much. Right. I appreciate it.
All right.
Okay,
that's Vanessa Enoch, and she was on my ballot. I was like, oh, I wasn't aware of how they had to redraw the lines, and I was looking for Landsman and never did see Landsman, but I saw Vanessa Enoch. I said, okay, she's got my vote. Okay, Vanessa Enoch. All right. 513-749-1230. Let's go to the guy who knows all politics. He's got a big article in the Inquirer about Mika Owens flexing her political muscle in Hamilton County. What's going on? Kevin Aldridge, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, Lincoln. How's it going?
I'm hanging in there, hanging in. I saw the article. It's a pretty good article this morning. And David Niven over at UC, he didn't pull any punches, did he?
He never does. That's why I always like talking to David. You know, he keeps a close eye on local and national politics, and so he's somebody who I kind of routinely check in with around election time just to see what he's thinking about races. And yeah, he tells it like it is.
Tell the people what he said.
He sees it.
Tell the people what he said when you interviewed him.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much kind of said that he had expected, and this was like the day before the election. I called him, and he had said he had pretty much expected that Owens would win, largely because of her ability to organize and fundraise, and just sort of her background as a political organizer and the party support that she would have. And for Dumas, he kind of described her. He said if she won, it would be. I didn't include this in the article, but one of the things that he said is he said if she won, it would be a victory for the little engine that could, type of politicians. Pretty much saying that, she was kind of a fortunate beneficiary of kind of a blue wave the first time that she got elected, and then the second time that she got elected, really just not having any kind of political challenge as she did in this primary, Democratic primary. Mm-hmm. And so he also talked about her not really being able to build kind of the support and backing that you would think an incumbent would, who's been twice elected to county commission. And it kind of bore that kind of bore out Tuesday, I think.
Now you talked about how she I'm not talking about Dumas, but how Mika Owens campaigned, how she went to the people and face to face.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that, and maybe she does, but I think she deserves to get more credit for, is her ability to organize. I mean, I think it goes back to the work that she did for the party before she even thought about running and pursuing a political career for herself. It's like she knows how to build coalitions. She knows how to get out and engage folks, whether you're talking about common voters, the business community, or whatever. And I thought that one of her challenges in this race was going to be, I mean, I knew Mika had it in the city of Cincinnati. I wasn't so sure that she would be able to do that outside of some of the suburban areas, but clearly she showed that she was able to do enough. She performed well within the city, which she needed to do, and did just well enough on the outsides of the city to show that she could build a coalition that goes just beyond a city council level type of election effort. So I think that that probably bodes well for her and her political future if she's able to pull in voters, from not just from the urban core, but in the suburban areas as well. That bodes well for her down the road, I think.
And people had thought her political career was over when she put Evan Nolan in that council seat there.
Well, I always say this, Lincoln. You got to look at who's barking and also who votes, right?
Yeah,
because that's what it's about at the end of the day. You know, it's like there are a lot of people who talk but don't vote.
But don't vote. You're right.
And at the end of the day, that's what these elections are all about. Is who can you get out to vote? Yep. And I kind of said it in the article. There have been 2 or 3 things that have happened that people have said, "Oh, this is the end of Mika Owens. She's not going to be able to run and win," and none of that seems to matter. Mm-hmm. And so didn't affect her at all yesterday.
Yep, no, it didn't, and it looks like she's got a bright future ahead of her from the way things look. What about the flyer that came out the other day? Now, my sources tell me that Driehaus's brothers were behind it and behind this dark money and everything. Dumas donated to the Driehaus campaign, but she didn't donate to Alicia Reese's campaign, and so it looks like the snake came around and bit her. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing that you've heard, Lincoln. That the dark money was ultimately what played a role and kind of came back to bite Dumas a little bit in some of the mailers and information and things that went out. But Lincoln, that's the nature of politics. I mean, when you talk about this political campaigning and whether it's dark money or campaign finance reform, I've said many times that until you get the money out of politics, at least to the level that it is now, you're always going to have this you're always going to have this thing about, who's really are the people really being represented, or are these, special interests and things that you don't know about because they're able to, donate and spend this dark money. They're having much more influence over our elections than the people are. So, but that's an uphill battle. Doing campaign finance reform is something that's been talked about for a long time, and it never seems to happen. But that's the field we're playing on.
All right,
right now.
All right. Where can they find that article? Right there in the Enquirer.
It should be on Cincinnati.com. If it's not on the front page of that, you can go to our opinion tab, and you should see it there.
Okay, sounds good to me. We'll talk to you.
Okay, Lincoln.
All right.
Take it easy.
That's Kevin Aldridge, who fills in for me when I'm off, and he does a great job. The preacher man does a great job. I like to call him the preacher man. Yes. One of these days, he's going to break out and start preaching on here. One of these days, he's going to get the music to preach, and preach. He's going to preach the gospel of John. And I'm going to close this feeble message right now and move on.
Yes. You couldn't think of anyone else besides John.
I couldn't think of anything, the Gospel of John. What movie was Denzel in? What was the name of his movie?
I forgot.
It was something like that. Anyway. See, I need to write out a whole sermon one day, and I'm gonna preach. I'm gonna preach so much y'all will be sending me donations when I write the sermon out. That's what I have to do. You catch me at the spur of the moment, and I just have to start trying to think of stuff. One of these days, I'm writing out a sermon, and I'm going to preach, and y'all will be saying, where is this church? I want to go to this church. Where is this church? Yeah. All right. Let's, we late for break? See, Kevin took us over the break. Now, does he break on time when I'm not here?
Yes, he does. He's an excellent show host,
Oh,
Mr.
man,
Ware.
he breaks on time. Boy, I tell you. All right, let me take a break. A late break. 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have over $1 trillion.
All right. Damon Lynch IV said, you was looking for a Landsman? I was just looking for a familiar name. You know what I mean? I expected to see Landsman and you on there. Yeah. But neither one of you showed up on my ballot. It was Vanessa Enoch that was on my ballot. The first time ever I've had a chance to vote for her, I think. Yeah. Oh, the Book of Eli. Okay, thank you for that, Deanna. Oh, boy. Yeah, it was the Book of Eli. Lincoln, please, no sermon. You may get struck by lightning. Oh, boy. Jeez. Remember the young lady that was walking down Liberty Street and she got shot in the back right there near that alley there? What's the Green Street or something like that? She was walking down Liberty. She got shot in the back and killed. And her mother, Rhonda Wynn, boy, she's fired up. Let me tell you. She's blaming Smitherman, said he did something, and oh boy, it's crazy. Had a fundraiser or something, was supposed to have a fund. I don't know. She'll tell you. She was yelling so much this morning. I said, call me back after 10. So, yeah, she's something else. What's up, Paul Harvey? Good day. Paul Harvey, you ought to go to work for Burger King instead of Wendy's. Burger King has the best burgers.
So you can hook Lincoln Ware up with his favorite burger.
He could hook me up with a Whopper.
Yeah, something about those Whoppers I love.
Oh boy.
Yep.
It's the way they grill the beef.
Yeah, something. It's different from the rest of them.
It's the way they grill it. But actually, you see the lines like a grill. Actually, those are not grill lines. I think they put some kind of sauce run over it. Makes
really?
It look like it.
Oh. It's a conspiracy, huh, Mr. Ware? Do you have proof of that?
I think I got proof of that. Whopper Wednesday at Burger King. It is? Okay, I didn't know that. Culver, and I have to admit, Culver does have some good burgers. Culver, matter of fact, I had one Saturday after I went up to the racetrack, and we stopped at Culver's. Yeah. Sharon loves Culver's. She says, let's stop there. I said, okay. Yes, dear. Whatever you say, dear. Yep. Whoppers are $3.99 today.
Me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You're listening to The Lincoln Ware Show.
Unbelievable.
On your talk and information station, 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. It's Lincoln Ware with you. And let's see, we got Vernon, Ponytail Wells, Ray, and Rhonda Wynn. How are you this morning, Rhonda Wynn?
I'm doing well, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. Now, you called this morning. You were upset about something that was going on. And first of all, you're the mother of the young lady. What was your daughter's name?
Krishanda Wynn.
Yes, and she was walking down Liberty Street, shot and killed, just walking down the street.
Down Vine, Vine Street, down around Vine and Finley.
Yes.
Okay. Bystander, yes. Left 5 children behind.
Yes.
It's life-changing.
Yes.
First, to start off, August the 6th, when I got that phone call, it turned my life upside down. But during that time, I went on your show to talk to my community. I showed up at some things just to get, to speak about the horrible event that had happened to me and her children and my family.
Yes.
I kept getting phone calls from people, and I just wasn't really in a great place. Not at all. Not really. Not at all. So I received a couple of phone calls inviting me to $1,500 fundraisers for people, for a gentleman running for council, city council.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple of times I denied him. He wanted to write me a speech. He wanted to talk about safety. He didn't want me to bash the police. And that's not what I was about. I was about me and my family. I wasn't concerned about his politics.
Yes.
So I turned him down twice.
Now, who was this person?
This person was Christopher Smitherman.
Okay.
I turned him down twice. I just didn't want to show up for him running for anything.
Yes.
I wanted to show up for my daughter and my family. That was my biggest concern.
Yes.
So once he talked about writing scripts and not doing this, coercing me.
Yes.
I didn't want to have anything to do with this because this, what's happening in my life, is real.
Yes.
It's not a script.
Okay.
Not a $1,500 plate. I cared nothing about any of that. So later on down the line, there was a meeting at a church. I was invited through a young man, Mr. Ewing. I took the offer because it was given to me as an honor for my daughter. Definitely I'm going to show up with her being honored as an innocent bystander. This is everything that I think she deserves. So I got there, and it was a safety meeting for bringing the sheriffs in. I denied that a couple of times. I didn't want to play politics with my daughter being murdered.
Right.
So it was, like I said, it was given to me to say, this is an honor for your daughter. Would you like to show up? Yes, I would like to show up. I got there. It was totally different. I felt like they backdoored me. I didn't want to be on this platform. I had denied these several calls of showing up for this. The news called me. Do you want to speak out against bringing the sheriffs in? I didn't want to be a poster child, because I'm fighting a whole different battle here. I denied that. I denied the meeting with the news. Around this time, she was a high-profile case, so I was a hot commodity. People called me from radio stations. I sat with you because I wanted to speak out with my community and say some things to them concerning this issue. Well, I showed up at that event, and when I walked in the room, he was there.
Okay.
He welcomed me in the room. Rhonda, we're going to take care of you, this, that, and the third. Holly was also one of the biggest high-profile cases here in Cincinnati.
We all know Holly from the brawl.
So her and Krishanda, being women and being victimized, they were two high-profile cases. Holly was very nice to me. She was the only one that she invited me to some other things. And I showed up. I saw you at the Crime Stoppers breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah, I sat at the table with. I knew none of these people, but I showed up because it's my child. We did the. It was Rama. I can't say his name, but it's
Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy.
Yes, it was concerning him running for governor. He was there. Corey Bowman was there. Christopher Smitherman was there. It was a host of people because this was a safety. They were using the safety of Cincinnati as a platform.
Yes.
And with us having those two women being victimized, one murdered, they put me on that platform. Well, I showed up. I was offered a GoFundMe. I'm going to get Holly to make you a GoFundMe. Mind you, Holly got $650,000 in her GoFundMe. I got $355.
Man.
Yes. And then after several phone calls, the whole story changed. Nobody's answering my calls when I need help. They offered me a love offering. I have to speak about Damon Lynch. Damon Lynch stepped up for my family.
Yeah.
When things like this happens in this town, he is our go-to guy because he's for the right thing.
Yes. He's a good man.
He didn't use me. He didn't ask me to show up. When I showed up at his church, he almost passed out. He didn't have any demands for me but to get my family together and pray. A few people offered me, you need a fundraiser. I went out to lunch with some people, but nobody delivered. And I'm calling today about the integrity of the people at City Hall and the people who's running for city council. Leave these families alone when they are grieving. These women, and most of us are single women. If there's a man around, he'd probably be like, no, not right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't take advantage of people in their grieving time. If you say you're going to do something for the family, and it doesn't always have to be monetary, because I showed up for my daughter. But when I show up there and you tell everybody in the room, let's make sure Miss Wynn is okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you call a guy and say, well, I'm taking a love offering for Miss Wynn. Can you reach out to her and tell her this? And then you block my calls. I'm speaking about integrity today.
Yes.
I'm not trying to talk bad about people, but I think that was terrible. This whole journey has been a mess.
In other words, they tried to use you in your time of grief.
They did use me.
They used you in your time of grief for political purposes.
For political purposes, and people said that to me. But, now today I'm able to talk to you in a clear mind.
Yes.
It's 9 months. It'll never go away, the pain that I'm enduring through these 9 months. And for somebody to step into your life, to use you to better their life,
yes,
it's terrible.
Yes.
And I'm calling these people, and they are not answering my calls.
Yeah.
When I talked to him, he said, mind you, I lost my mom in February due to Krishanda. My mom passed of a broken heart.
Yeah.
I called this young man, and he said, oh, my mom is dying. Like he's better than me about his situation is better than mine.
Yes.
I didn't want to fool with that. I did not. I have all my text messages and everything. I did not want to show up for him because I'm not a politician. I'm a grieving mother.
All right, Rhonda, we appreciate the call, and hopefully people will take something from this. And if they're in your situation, don't be used by any political party or person running for office, to get sympathy votes by using you.
Yes.
Or anybody that's grieving.
Leave people alone because your situation is no better than the one that they're going through.
Yes.
Leave people alone in their grieving time. Leave these women alone. And after Krishanda, the murder rate went so high in this town because people are more concerned about positions than people.
Yes. All right. Rhonda, appreciate your call.
Thank you. And I'm not finished with this. I'm not finished. And as I said before, I'm not trying to blackball anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, what I've seen over the last week with Mika Owens and Cecil Thomas and all the bickering down there, who's using who, don't use the people to get a position.
All right. Rhonda, thanks for your
you,
call.
sir.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
All right.
You too.
Let's take a break for news. We'll come back on the other side. 12:30, The Buzz.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Hamilton County grand jurors are indicting a former Skyward Academy special education teacher accused of sex crimes. Reports say that Ryan Cunningham engaged in sexual activity with a student between August of 2021 and May of 2022. Charges against him include 3 counts of sexual battery. Skyward says they learned of the allegations on February 23rd and that Cunningham was fired the next day. Voters in Tuesday's election made final calls on a number of area school levies. Among those results, levies in the North College Hill, Southwest Local, Fairfield, Franklin, and New Richmond exempted village school districts failed. Voters said yes to Mount Healthy schools. The Reds will try tonight to snap out of a 5-game losing streak. The team's latest defeat came last night at Wrigley Field in Chicago, where they were beaten by the Cubs 3-2 in 10 innings. First pitch tonight is at 7:40. Police are investigating after a juvenile was shot Tuesday night in Madisonville. The incident happened shortly before 10 p.m. The victim's injuries are described as non-life-threatening. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The voice of the community. We are 1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
.30 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. In the studio with me, Van Ackerman. And Van, things are going on down at the Aerodoff, and It's the, of course, you're from the Arts Association, and the 360 All-Stars. Man, the things they do on stage is just unbelievable.
It's spellbinding and spectacular. 360 All-Stars is a spectacular urban circus. So they've taken this what would be a normal circus, and they've replaced all of the traditional circus acts with acts that are basically developed out of street culture.
Okay.
So you'll see wonderful breakdancing, and you'll see basketball freestyling, and you will see acrobatics, and you will see. You will hear actually wonderful music. There's hip hop. There's a lot of drumming. There's great projections behind all of this stuff going on. And it's called 360 All-Stars because everything all of these performers do revolve rotation.
Okay.
So that's where the 360 comes from. And they're all stars because these guys literally are the best people at what they do. They're world champions, world record holders. It's incredibly athletic.
Yeah.
But what I love about it, it's a show really for the whole family to enjoy, especially boys, which you don't see a lot that's actually created for boys. But this kind of show really does appeal to them too. But it's nothing. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. It started out in Australia. That's where it was developed about 10 or 12 years ago, and now it's touring the United States. It's touring Europe. So it's been around for a while. And it's a great show.
And it's that's tomorrow. It's one night only, right?
It's one night only. Tomorrow night, Thursday at 7:30 in the Procter & Gamble Hall. And we have tickets for as low as $20. So it's very affordable for the whole family also.
Okay, it sounds good to me. Now, the basketball, are they from where? Were they from New York, or where are the basketball guys are doing the basketball? Where are they from?
I'm not sure where this basketball player is from. I don't think he's American. I think I think that could be the Japanese performer, because they find people from all over the world, and it's amazing freestyling. Probably better than you'll see even the Harlem Globetrotters.
And that's what I was asking.
So,
where is this guy from?
Well, there's so many people who do this now competitively, and he's one of the best who does it. So they actually have 3 tours of the show. They have one in Europe, they have one in Australia, and they now have one in the United States that's touring around.
Okay.
So,
and it's called 360 All-Stars.
360 All-Stars, that's
and
right.
It's for one night only, and that's tomorrow night at the Aronoff.
At the Aronoff Center, exactly.
How can people get tickets?
They can go to our website, which is CincinnatiArts.org. Give us a call at 513-621-ARTS. That's 513-621-2787. Or just come on down to the Aronoff Center, and you can get tickets there tomorrow night.
And what time does it start?
7:30.
7:30. All right. Sounds good to me. And let's see, they do the basketball. What else do they have?
They do basketball. They do break dancing.
Okay.
They do lots of acrobatics. There's a sire wheel that's really, really cool.
Okay.
So they do a lot of different things, and even more than that. So.
And they're from all over the world.
It's international, so they're from all over the world. And the producers of the show, they go out everywhere to scout and cast these folks, and they really are the best at what they do. And they truly are all-stars.
Man, I tell you, it's a great event, folks. If you can make that tomorrow night, make sure you get your tickets now. How much are tickets, by the way?
Tickets are only $20.
Really?
Which is so affordable.
Man,
the entire family can come.
I thought you were going to say $50, $60.
No. We really wanted to make this affordable because this is the end of our season, the Cincinnati Arts Association season, we call it a season for everyone. And so we wanted to make sure that it was affordable for everyone also. And it's also the 30th anniversary of the Aronoff Center this year, believe it or not.
No kidding, 30
so
years.
This is the end of our 30th anniversary season. So,
and that place looks like it's brand new.
It does, doesn't it? We do a good job of keeping it up to date and keeping it clean and keeping it looking really, really good.
The only thing you need to do is put some cup holders behind those seats there.
I know, we've talked about that. Maybe one day when we redo the seats again, we'll do that. Yeah,
they need some cup holders on those seats there.
One of the great acts in the show, too, that I forgot to mention is the BMX biking. So you have wonderful BMX bikers who use bikes not to race, but to do tricks on top of. So it's a lot of acrobatics and balancing, and some of the best BMXers in the country right now.
Unbelievable. All right, so that's tomorrow night, the Aronoff. Tickets are $20.
Tickets are $20.
One night only, so you can't put it off.
Miss it.
You got to get the
Exactly.
tickets. You can go online, get the tickets now.
Bring the family.
And,
And the show is about an hour and 10 minutes, so it's short.
Yeah.
So it's really good for children's attention
Yeah,
span. So
right,
you'll
right,
be
right.
in and out in time for bedtime.
All right. Sounds good to me. Van, always great talking to you.
Good to see you too.
All right.
Thanks,
Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 12:30 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With news, entertainment, and information. Starting at 6 a.m., set your alarm for Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell.
What's going on, Cincinnati? This is Erica Campbell.
Followed by The Lincoln Ware Show from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Hey, this is Lincoln Ware. Join me for The Lincoln Ware Show.
Then it's Keeping It Real.
With me, Reverend Al Sharpton.
From 1 till 4 p.m. News, entertainment, and information. We've got it all right here on 1230 The Buzz.
Here at Urban One, we pride ourselves on supporting local and national Black-owned businesses throughout all of our radio markets. Since we began our Buy Black campaign, we like to spotlight some familiar and unfamiliar businesses in our communities. From arts and crafts, restaurants, clothing and apparel, heating, technology, electrical. One thing is true, Black folks have a business for everything you need, want, or could imagine. So let's show some love to all local and national Black-owned businesses, because when you spend money with the Black-owned business, you are helping your community as well as helping yourself. The businesses for this week are
Taco this, taco that. Call 513-372-1663. Taco this, taco that at gmail.com. A to Z Complete Clean, LLC. Call 513-551-7152. Care to Ride.
I know you forget. That's making you forget. Not drinking coffee makes you forget. It does? I didn't know that. Yeah, right. Yeah, I guess so. You might be right. Yeah. Oh, boy. Woo! Now, does Joyce want to talk to Curtis Wells? Okay.
Yep, she wants to talk to him.
And Sarah Henry, what did she run for?
I have no idea. Apparently, Dunn Wagner told her to call in.
Sarah Henry, what did she run for? Don Wagner's my producer now. I'm sure nobody had to tell Vanessa Enoch to call in. But he had to tell Sarah Henry. What did she run for? I'm trying to think. Plus, I got Cedric Denson coming in with, who is that? Who is he coming with? Nicole Sanders, I think. Talk about I got a live remote Friday, folks. I'll be on the road Friday. Oh, yeah, beyond the courthouse steps. I'll be at the Court Street Plaza, 139 Court Street, from 10 to 2. They'll have free food, giveaways, resource bags, information booths. We got on-site treatment providers, community partners, the mobile dental unit offering free cleanings and oral exams. That's this coming Friday. I'll be down there. No, I didn't. Okay, Common Please. Okay. It was some of the people on there. I didn't know their names. I never had heard of them before. Some of those judges that they were running. I'm like, okay, who is this? What is it?
us.
1230 The Buzz. Streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Let's see, we got Ray, we got Loud Voice Joyce, we got Curtis Wells, we've got Vernon, and we've got Sarah Henry, who won her primary yesterday, and she'll be running in November against, who will you be running against, Sarah Henry?
I'll be running against Chris McDowell come November.
Okay. That Chris McDowell, I don't know if I've ever heard. Is he a judge now, or is he just?
He is.
Okay.
He is, Lincoln. He was appointed by the governor to fill Judge Heacon's seat.
Okay.
So he ran in 2022, and Judge Lubers beat him pretty hard then. So he's been appointed, and now I get to run against him in November.
Okay.
So, I'm just excited and grateful that I, yesterday, and I've had a lot of fun campaigning, and I'm energized for November.
All right. Sounds good. The Democrats need to show up big in November. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So,
definitely.
So people need to look for your name and vote for you. Court of Common Pleas, correct?
Yes. Court of Common Pleas. It's an unexpired term. I'll be the second to last one on the ballot. But yes, I'm very excited and grateful for all the voters that turned out yesterday, and even more excited for what's going to come in November. All
right. Sounds good to me. We will talk to you, I'm sure, sometime between now and November. But good, congratulations. Congratulations on your primary win.
Thank you so much, Lincoln. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you. That's Sarah Henry running for Common Pleas Court Judge right there. Yes. There you have it. There you have it. All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. Let's go to Ray. Ray, what's up?
What's up, Lincoln? Lincoln, let me ask you this. Did a lot of these Democrat winners run commercials on the Buzz?
I'm not sure. Let's see. Who are you talking about as far as...
Anybody who's going to either call your show and you're going to congratulate them. Are you going to,
right.
Are you going to spend money on the Buzz, basically?
Right. Hopefully they will in November. A lot of them don't have a lot of money in the primary, but I'm sure between now and November they will advertise on the Buzz because they need black votes.
Yeah. But look, when it comes to Stephanie Dumas, you know how Alicia Reese comes on and gives us updates and it's for the people. Did you get the sense that Dumas did the same? Or was she pretty much non-existent unless you actually wanted her to come on your show?
Well, I mean, anytime it was an issue with Stephanie Dumas, Bobby Hilton always showed up in her place. He always showed up.
She was non-existent
to defend her or talk about something. So she never did come. It was always Bobby Hilton.
Yeah, and people got to realize that Alicia Reese is popular. If she was a lawyer or something, she probably would go further than what she is now. But when you donate to somebody else's campaign and not Alicia Reese, you're going to have issues because people don't forget that. And I guess it was Jay Boogie. He called and said he didn't like Mika Owens. I don't know her. But it's better to have a majority on county commission than not. Am I right or wrong?
You're right. And
so
a Republican would probably vote on things that would hurt the black community more so than help the black community. If that's what you're looking at, taxes, you know how they are on taxes. You can see what they're doing, what the Republicans are doing in Columbus, and they would do the same on the commission here.
Yeah, so people, black folks, we got to look at the long game. So she's going to do, even if she does favors for business community or donors. It's better to have a Democrat majority anywhere. And Republicans are not as petty as Democrats. Mm-hmm. So did you see this chick, this lady in court? That's about 4 or 5 days ago. I guess she had crashed. She was in court, right? This
you mean she crashed? Is that the one that ran somebody down right in front of the courthouse? Is that the one you're talking about?
I can't remember, but she was in court, black chick.
Okay.
So she said to the prosecutor, they denied her bail. She said to the prosecutor, this is her speaking, y'all MS going to deny me bail? As she's walking out, I ought to beat your ass, right? And then she was walking out the door, and then she turned around and said, matter of fact, I think I'm going to beat you. And then they just rushed her on. You just said that cracked me up. Like
boy. Now
she was saying that to the prosecutor. And I said that to say, the other day you came on and said, black folks have lost their damn mind. Now, how you going to say something like that to the prosecutor? I'm going to beat your damn ass to the prosecutor. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to do it. And then they rushed her and kind of roughed her up. Like
okay, got her out of there.
Yeah, but what Democrats have to do, they have to link Vivid Ramaswamy to high gas prices, unemployment, high food prices.
Mm-hmm.
Republicans are good at linking a Joe Biden or Kamala Harris to every bad thing that's happening in this world.
Yep.
But Democrats don't do that. And Democrats have to link every Republican that's going against these Democrats in the primary to everything that's wrong in this country.
And it should be so easy with Ramaswamy. That's a no-brainer right there.
That's a no-brainer. Like, he got 83%, but I don't consider that anything because the Republicans have to vote for somebody.
Yeah.
They have to vote for somebody. So I
just hope Amy Acton comes out, get with the people, and let the people know where she is, and just come to the people. She's got to go to the people and make her case. Otherwise, Ramaswamy will be right back in there. And she cannot do what Tim Ryan did, what Sherrod Brown did when he lost. You cannot. They did not accept money from the Democrat Party. They didn't want Joe Biden stumping for them. Look what happened to Tim Ryan. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's gone, nowhere to be seen. Look what happened to Sherrod Brown. He lost. So forget that pride stuff. Take all the help you can get to get these Republicans out of office. You got to play the long game.
Well, by the way, Ray, that that the prosecutor where the girl said was saying, I'm going to jump on you now or whatever, that was...
she said, I ought to beat your ass.
Yes, I was trying to be mild.
I think I'm going to beat your ass.
But anyway, that was Joe Dieter's daughter that she was talking to. Joe Dieter's daughter was the prosecutor.
Yeah, it's just the idea that the look on her face when she said that and then going to turn around and say, matter of fact, I should beat your ass.
Oh, boy.
And then they rushed her out.
Unbelievable.
And roughed her up.
Unbelievable. All right, Ray. Yeah. Thanks for your call. Lincoln. All right. Let's see. Loud Voice Joyce wants to talk to Ponytail Wells. Why? I don't know. Joyce, why do you want to talk to this guy?
Because, not yesterday, the day before, he mentioned, actually, I heard Joyce or others talking about the gas was $4.79. Then he went to another topic. He never covered it because just like as usual, he's a liar and a gaslighter, and he goes to tell us about what he did 20 years ago.
Yes.
I want to know what he has to say about the gas is now $4.99 in Ohio, in Cincinnati. I want to hear what he has to say about it. That's what I want to hear.
What say you, Curtis Wells?
Hey, Joyce, how you doing? Chocolate Drop, you're beautiful as ever. I need that. Joyce, you got a man. Are you married?
Curtis, the gaslight won't work.
I just asked you. I'm going to do it.
She's not married.
I'm going to get Lincoln. It's my call.
She's not married. Hold on a second. She's not married, and she's got a dude. So why did you even ask that?
That has nothing to do with $4.79 gas.
Lincoln.
Yes.
Lincoln.
What?
Allow me to respond now. Look, we were both on hold, so the community know. Joyce is intervening on my call, Lincoln.
Oh,
he was on, I was on. So
okay.
hold on a second.
I will give you a few minutes after she hangs up, Ponytail. Go ahead.
Now look, for Mr. Joyce, Miss Joyce, a loud voice, Lincoln, it was a political move. Go check the map on AAA. AAA does the coloring that's offset in the political parties.
Hey, bro, we
the high ones in Lincoln, let me respond. Lincoln, let me respond. Tell her she got to be quiet now. Lincoln.
Okay, Joyce, hold on, Joyce. Let him respond, and then go at him.
Oh, God.
Now look. What's on AAA? The high states in red, the low states are in blue. However, when the map is blue, it's Republican. When it's red, when the map is red, it's Republican. When it's blue, it's them. The map is inverted on AAA to the Democratic process. What happened was, Ms. Joyce, the states that Trump won, other than Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, and Michigan, they surged. The other day was the first time they did it to shift the election to blame Trump. That's what happened. For the most of the part, all the gas prices were not that in Ohio. They were not that in Illinois. Well, Illinois was he lost Illinois, but Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan, Trump won. They shifted the map to shift that primary yesterday. That's what that was about.
What does that have to do with the price of gas?
I want money. I want money, Lincoln.
What does that have to do with the price of gas?
Look, hold on a second. Wait, Lincoln.
What you just said had nothing to do with gas.
Lincoln, allow me to respond. Lincoln, allow me to respond.
Yeah.
Didn't Ray just say blame the Republicans?
Yes.
Okay, then. They shifted the pricing point in the Midwest to states that Trump had won to say, wait a minute, you guys are having it harder now, so we shift it. And it's only happened last week, Lincoln. Since I don't know that, Lincoln.
So
Lincoln,
you're saying AAA is playing politics?
No, Lincoln. It's not the report. It's the actual industry that's doing it. Lincoln, look, it was free primary. They shifted the numbers so you can go around and blame Republicans, like Ray said. Go look at the 2024 map. Other than Illinois, Trump won. It was a Democrat. Kamala won Illinois 2024. Trump won Indiana. He won Ohio and Michigan.
Oh,
the prices.
I'm not buying this. I'm not buying this. Hold on, Joyce, respond so I can go back to him and we can move on. Respond, Joyce.
AAA and whatever chart they have is all right. Curtis Well, since Donald Trump has been the president, the gas has gone up $1, $1.50, and now $2.50 higher than we were paying when Joe Biden was the president. Now, you can try to gaslight anything you want, but I want you to tell us that you now know that Donald Trump is a liar. He started a war. I want to hear you say what you need to tell us about Donald Trump as a.
He's not going to do that. You know he's not going to do that.
Mr. Ware. If she's not bringing facts, why, and I like Jay, why is she allowed to bring
You never bring facts.
Mr. Ware, let me respond. It's not a war, Joyce, because it didn't go beyond 60 days. It's a military action. Drop the phone. Joyce, walk away. It was not a war. It was a military action. Lincoln, they stopped last week, like I said. It's only a military action for it to be Lincoln. For it to be a war,
hold on.
It's got to be war powers authorization.
They went into this thing. Thing with blindfolds on. They didn't know what they were doing, and it's showing right now. The Iranians are holding their everything Trump wants to do. He has to back down. Oh, we're going to give safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. And then, look, he backed down. Already, he's backed down one day, and then he backs down again. So, come on, don't give me that crap.
Look, let's go historical definition. True or false? Boots on the ground, American boots in Iran, yes or no? Any boots on the ground?
If they are, we might not know about it. They won't tell us. They won't. Look, I don't know. They could be. They won't tell us. They won't tell us. So what are you talking about?
Mr. Ware, the only boots seen on the ground when they did the rescue mission for the 2 pilots. So, by definition, historically, war means boots on the ground in that foreign soil. It didn't happen here.
We don't know whether there could be boots on the ground, and they're not telling us, Ponytail. There could be boots on the ground, and they're just not saying. Okay, hold on. Joyce, hold on a second. Joyce, anything else before we wrap this thing? I got to move on.
Okay, we do need to move on. As we just heard, Curtis Wells is in a delusional state. He's drank a whole lot of Trump Kool-Aid. He knows the whole world is against Trump in the war. It is a war. Oh, no boots on the ground. Technically, whatever. 13 to 50 people have been killed. That's war. And just because they put a pause on it, we watch the Congress on PBS and every other channel when they're showing the Senate and the Congress in these hearings with Pete Hegseth. Okay, we know who he is, and we know what he's doing, and we know that Donald Trump has not gone to Congress for any type of approval. They keep saying it's a pause. Curtis, we know all the facts, but you can keep on You say you're for the people, but you're not. Because everything you try to tell us, you tell us we should be with Donald Trump now with this. Is that what I want to hear you tell us? Yes, we should be with Donald. That's all we want to hear from you. Then we do know who you are.
All right.
Goodbye, Lincoln. I
Joyce,
can't take anymore.
Thanks for your call. All right, Curtis Wells, go ahead.
Hey, you know what? I'm the heavyweight champ.
Oh,
you bring
please.
out you bring out a woman against a man, you Democrats.
No.
You bring out and she's a beautiful chocolate sister. I was going to offer, she wasn't married. I was going to fly Joyce out. Listen, hold on a second.
Please.
I was going to fly her out.
Yeah.
Buy her a dress, buy her some shoes, and soften her up. Joyce is too hard.
Please.
Now look, Lincoln. Some quick analysis, which we don't get from you.
Wait. First of all, how do you know she would even accept a flight ticket from you? I was going to fly her out. She would not even accept a ticket from you. Continue.
Hey, Lincoln, all that energy Joyce is giving me from what we know in history, that means that she's attractive. All right? I'm just keeping 100 about men and women dynamics.
Oh, my God. Oh, jeez.
Now, look,
I don't think she likes men with ponytails. I don't know.
Lincoln.
Yes.
Lincoln. Mr. Ware, let's do some quick analysis. A couple of things. Do you know Antonio M. Sanders Jr.?
No.
Patrick Regan, do you know that guy?
No.
Could you invite him into the studio and ask him why they primaried Mark Mallory for the Central Committee race for District 9 where they got to choose a man? Mark Mallory was primaried within the Democratic Party. Antonio M. Sanders, Patrick Regan, call in and explain to the community why they felt the need to primary Mark Mallory won the seat.
Okay, that's what I was getting ready to ask you. Who won?
Okay.
Alicia Reese. Alicia Reese.
She
had some. When they found out Alicia Reese was running, they dropped out.
Mr. Ware.
Yes.
Alicia was not primary for State Central.
I know she wasn't. I know she wasn't because the people who were going to run, when they found out she was running, they said, "Oh, I can't win this. I'm not even going to get in it." They dropped out.
Mr. Ware, we come out. Ask the gentleman who primaried Mallory and tallied votes yesterday. Second, do you know in the Hamilton County's commissioner race, the one for Najali, Samara Dumas, and Mika? Okay, just for the community, 72,000 votes were cast, about a 12% turnout for like 602,000, I think. So it's like a 12% turnout. Lincoln, do you know how many people undervoted? People who engaged the ballot but looked over that race. Guess what that number was for the community?
What was that number?
Look here, more than 8,000 people could have participated and chose to turn their head away from that election. There's something about that energy with Democrats. People say, you know what? Win, lose, or draw. I'm not going to even make a.
Wait, hold on. You're saying did they actually go to vote and they just they didn't vote for the commission or they didn't vote?
They didn't even think to choose a contest when they could have. Out of the 72,000 ballots.
Wait, you didn't ask. Did they go into the booth to vote and they just skipped over the commission, or did they not show up at all?
Yeah, they skipped over commission.
Okay, well, okay.
So we can understand this. About the same percentage on turnout, about 12% out of 602,000, 8,000 people in that specific race didn't even consider those three. There's something wrong with that energy on that side of the aisle, and y'all don't want to hear it.
Well,
y'all keep complaining about look.
A lot of people did, but when it comes down, a lot of people say, okay, I'm going to leave the primary. I'm going to leave it open for the primary. But I can guarantee you they will vote for the Democrat in November. They're going to have to hold their nose and vote for the Democrat and live with it.
See, Joyce was up here trying to debate me about Trump and losing. We know what happened. You all are really underserving African Americans and not having an accountability conversation. Lincoln, at some point, I need to deal with. I want to deal with CPS and Children's Hospital. I know I can't do it now. You got me short on time. What Miss Rebecca Beach said. Wait, hold on. What Miss Rebecca Beach said last week for CPS, and then the sister last name Hackworth, Jamila Hackworth.
Yes.
I concur not, because CPS and Children's was a part of Uptown Consortium, and we debated and argued with them. For one, with Miss Beach, she doesn't look this homeless situation. It goes back to legislation 1987.
How is CPS involved in the Uptown Consortium? How are they involved in that?
Why don't you know the answer?
I'm asking your ass right now. How are they involved?
Let me tell you something, punk.
You're out of here. Unbelievable. When you ask him a question, he don't want an answer. He don't want to answer you. He's such a punk. Jeez.
Sly called in. He couldn't get on the line, but he wanted to know if Mr. Wells is going to get the ticket for Joyce to fly out. What's he going to get it from Spirit Airlines?
Yeah,
I thought that's pretty funny.
Yeah, he would get it from Spirit. Yes. All right. I started to get her to fly. I was going to fly her out here and buy her a dress. Yeah, right. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Lincoln Ware with you. 12:30, The Buzz.
It's time to take your listening experience to the next level with
Paul Harvey said he'd take Joyce out. Oh, boy. Oh. Oh. Is Tierra on here? Are you on here, Tierra? I want you to tell us about how you punked Black Lion out yesterday.
Are you around May 30th?
What day is that?
Saturday.
Yeah.
It's the Live Well Cincinnati. You did a live broadcast last year, but they're doing it on a Saturday, and I said the best we could do is a remote. Are you interested in doing a remote?
Yeah.
And you still get paid and all that shit. But
Yeah.
It's like 11 to 3, so you want to do like noon to 2 or something?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware with you. I'm starting to get used to this music because it's kind of got a little soul feeling to it, and it reminds me of some Sunday Soul Classic songs.
Mr. Ware, I did my best.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But here we are.
All right. It's, what is today? Wednesday? That means that it's Senior Citizen Day over at the Dukester. What's cooking?
Hey, good morning, Lincoln, and what's up, Buzz listeners, and welcome to a pre-Mother's Day weekend. And, folks, you can be a great hero or hero this Sunday when you bring your mom or wife to the Dukesters for a big Mother's Day buffet. The Lincoln, I say big, I actually mean gigantic buffet with over 18 different food items, plus our salad bar and cake and ice cream for dessert. Now, folks, whatever you do, please don't find yourself sitting in a non-black-owned restaurant this Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day, and it's just for us. Now, Lincoln, on our menu today is our tender meatloaf with garlic, mashed potatoes and gravy, and green beans. Or stop in for our country fried chicken. You know, Lincoln, if it don't go when you bite it, then you know it's not country fried, with collard greens, candied yams, and hot buttered cornbread. Now, today would be a perfect day for a big bowl of our Texas chili with those big morsels of ground beef, just the right amount of herbs and spices, with crackers, cheese, and spaghetti. But my pick for today, Lincoln, is our grilled turkey ribs with cornbread, dressing, and gravy, and smothered cabbage. Have a good day, everybody. We'll talk at you later, Lincoln.
All right, those turkey ribs sound pretty good. Okay, that's the Dukester right there in the Summit Plaza on Reading Road. All right, let's go to Gerald Prophet. Gerald Prophet, what's going on?
Hey, Lincoln, how you doing? I just wanted to real quick let Curtis Wells know, and some of us that know about Iran and the hostage thing, that today Trump and his Secretary of War guy have boots on the ground in Iran that we don't know about.
That's what I was telling you.
United States Army, and you know this better.
Hello? Hello? He cut himself off. Hello? Hello?
Oh.
You cut off.
Did I shut myself?
You cut off. You cut off. Something happened.
Did I cut off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm driving back from Columbus. But I just want to let Curtis Wells know, United States Army, our armed forces have boots on the ground that we're not going to report. We had advisors in Vietnam and then the war.
Yeah.
Then in the Iran posture, we had Jimmy Carter that tried something that didn't work.
Yeah.
So if he believing that we're going to let Iran tell us, I'm just saying what I know about our army and how we look at it, especially with the people we got there now,
yes,
that we are not going to bully them, because it seems like Iran is not going to be bullied.
No, they're not.
So
no.
if we don't have boots on the ground, then I haven't been a true American, and I'm a true American about this war thing. We will not let this thing end the way Iran wants it to end. We will not do that. So for those of us that understand this warlike country, believe it, we will have publicized boots on the ground, I'm going to say within the next 75 days.
All right. Okay. That'll teach Curtis Wells a lesson as well as the lesson I'm going to teach him, too, if he calls me a punk again. Anyway. All right.
Oh, that's why they like that. Okay.
Hey, Gerald Prophet, thanks for your call. You're right, though. You're right on point. Thanks for your call.
All right. Thank you.
All right. That's Gerald Prophet on his way back from Columbus. And that's the good thing about the app or YouTube. You can be on the other side of the world and still hear the Lincoln Ware Show. That's right. All right. Should I go to one call before break, or we got guests coming up? Got a couple of guests coming in here. Cedric Denson and Nicole Sanders will be coming in just a few minutes. And let's go ahead and take a break now and get them in. Nettie, Vernon, Joyce, she's back. What's she back for? Anyway, we'll take a break and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley Show.
This is Tavis Smiley.
Join him every weekday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. for impactful interviews, bold discussions, and the perspectives you won't hear anywhere else.
The Tavis Smiley Show.
Weeknights, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
12:30, The Buzz.
Hal Burger. Hey, I'll see you Saturday, May 9th at the 20th Century Theater. That's right, Saturday, May 9th for the pre-Mother's Day Pretty Outfit Comedy Show. That night it'll be Horace, H.B. Sanders, Mike J., and yours truly from Def Comedy Jam, Hamburger. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. Saturday, May 9th at the 20th Century Theater, Hamburger.
Pro
Seniors empowers older adults with vital support and protection. Join the Ohio Senior Medicare Patrol, Pro Seniors, and me, Lincoln Ware, for the free annual Fraud Prevention Expo on Thursday, May 14th from 10 to 1 at the Community Action Agency, 1740 Langdon Farm Road. Learn from state and federal experts how to discover, defend, and outsmart the scammers. Registration is not required. For more information, go to proseniors.org or call 800-293-4767.
Council on Aging is celebrating 55 years of service to older adults, people with disabilities, and caregivers in our community. When you need help for yourself or an older loved one, contact Council on Aging for unbiased advice, information, and connection to community resources. Details at 513-721-1025 or online at help4seniors.org. That's help4seniors.org.
It's not just a holiday, it's a triumph over one of our darkest moments in American history. On Friday, June 19th, celebrate true freedom at the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center's annual Juneteenth Jubilee. Start your day with Opal's Walk for Freedom, a walk commemorating Dr. Opal Lee's advocacy to make Juneteenth a federal holiday. Then enjoy live music, food, family-friendly activities, and more. Plus, free admission. June 19th, thanks to the Fifth Third Foundation. Learn more and plan your visit at freedomcenter.org.
This Friday, it's the 5th annual Beyond the Courthouse Steps at the Court Street Plaza, presented by the Drug Treatment and Recovery Court. A day of resources, education, connection, and community care from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. with me, Lincoln Ware, live outside the courthouse. Free food, giveaways, prizes, resource bags, and info booths, on-site treatment, dental cleaning, and exams. A free friendly event this Friday for the community. Beyond the Courthouse Steps at the Court Street Plaza this Friday, 10 till 2.
I slept in a lot of different rooms, different beds, but none of them really felt like mine. I spent 14 years in foster care, mostly in group homes. And I never had much stuff because I always had to be ready to move. Why get things if you just have to let them go?
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a forever family and a permanent home of their own.
Now I have my own room with walls that tell my story. I love hanging out in here. I play dress up with my sisters and I sing and make videos. But the best part? Knowing I'll always have a place to go and a family that loves and supports me.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
1230 a.m. The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. And coming up at 1, Reverend Al Sharpton. He'll be keeping it real. In the studio with me right now, Judge Nicole Sanders from the Common Pleas Court. And she's in the studio today. And on Friday, I'll be down at Beyond the Courthouse, the Hamilton County Drug Treatment and Recovery Court. They had a big live remote down there and a lot of things happening for people. Judge Sanders, fill us in on what's going on. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Lincoln. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
First thing I want to do is thank my supporters and voters for getting me across the line yesterday. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. Just want to say thank you. But Friday's event is it's our annual 5th event, our Recovery Beyond the Courthouse Steps. And it's a family-friendly event. It's free. It brings community resources together, community partners, and support services.
Okay. So, and how long has this program been going on for? Like 5 years, you say?
Remember when I got that $2.7 million, I wrote community engagement and outreach into the grant, and this was born out of those grants fundings.
Okay. Now, what are some of the people that'll be down there?
So Ohio Justice and Policy will be there. The prosecutor's office will be there. And shout out to Connie Pillage for helping to be our first and only financial support for this event. Want to give her some love. The mental health court will be there. Juvenile court will be there. So we have all of our community partners, treatment providers who are coming to offer resources for people who are not justice involved. We want to make sure it's a safe place so people know that they can come and get help. They can come and get some food.
And what type of help will be available down there?
All types of help. There are mentoring services. There are mental health services. There are recovery sources. There will be our sober living homes will be there. The prosecutor's office will be there. They're a very good partner in our court, so they'll be there to answer questions.
Okay.
The public defender's office will be there.
Oh, okay.
So any and everyone involved with the court and beyond, as far as our treatment providers and community supporters, will be there also.
So you don't have to be in the treatment recovery court or anything like that to show up if you've got a court case coming up.
No. This is a free event for the public. We want to make sure that we create a safe space to meet people where they are, to make sure they know where they can get help, to realize that they're supported. Also, like I said, the last couple of years, we've been able to take people who were not justice involved, who didn't have a criminal case pending before me, directly to treatment. They walked up and they said, this is a wonderful event. I'm ready to change my life. And we connected with some providers who weren't necessarily connected with our court and made sure they were taking the treatment that day.
Okay. And you have free food for everybody?
We all have 6 wonderful food trucks. Davis Cookies will be there. And so, this is an event that's been going on for 5 years, so people know about it.
Yeah, okay.
And they support it because we give resource bags. We make sure we give Narcan. We answer questions. We direct people to second chance recovery services. That's why the Ohio Justice and Policy Center will be there. We really make sure that it's a place where people can come and get information, get resources, let your hair down a little bit. And remove stigma, because that's a big problem in our community. When you hear recovery, when you hear addiction, people want to shy away with it. And we need to stop that. We need to meet people where they are, create a judgment-free zone, and make people comfortable with coming and saying, I need help and support.
Okay. Sounds like it's going to be a great event. I'm looking forward to being there. I'll be broadcasting live. So come on down. We'll give you a shout out. Come on down and, take advantage of some of the services that'll be down there. If you're not taking advantage, just come on down anyway and meet, like you say, you got to meet people where they are.
Well, I like to plug one service. We have Tri-State Dental Services coming. That's a new service that we're offering this year. They're going to offer oral exams and cleanings in their mobile unit.
Oh, okay.
There'll be a free produce giveaway. So we're looking forward to you joining the live broadcast, and we would like to invite all of your listeners to come and join us on Friday from 10 to 2 at 139 West Court Street.
139 West Court Street. And you can close down the street. Will the street be closed?
We do. We already have our signs out there, so everybody knows that they can't park. They'll be on site probably 6 a.m. in the morning, setting up, and our mobile trucks will probably get on site about 8 o'clock, and we'll have an inspection. And at 10 o'clock, we are ready to go.
Okay. So how is it going down at drug court now? I mean, cases, you have a lot more cases, or cases sort of down?
With the legalization of marijuana, our cases have reduced.
Okay.
But our services have expanded. So with less people, we have a more opportunity to work more in depth with the individuals that we do have. And so my dream is to, work myself out of a job, right? So that substance addiction isn't an issue.
Right.
So I'm not necessarily upset that we don't have more cases, because you never want to see more people involved in the justice system. But we do want to make sure that everyone knows that drug court is there to offer support and help, that we're about treatment, not penalizing people, and that we have all the wraparound services that you need. We offer transportation, we pay for housing, we pay for utilities, we'll help you get your license and ID. We'll make sure that you need daycare if you need help with regard to, having your children watched when you attend treatment and have to drop your screens. We make sure that we remove any and all barriers that would keep you from seeking the treatment that you need.
All right. And for veterans, I know they have it in Judge Brad Greenberg.
So we have 2 veteran courts.
Right.
We have an municipal court and we have a common pleas court.
Okay, so you do, okay.
And so I don't work with them. Those programs are separate because they're veteran specific. But we have many specialized dockets in the courthouse. Drug court is a drug court. It's the only full-time statutorily created drug court in the state of Ohio. But those are dockets where they run them maybe once or twice a week. I run my court Monday through Friday.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, folks. Don't forget Friday, What's the address on Court Street?
It's 139 Court Street.
139 Court Street. I need that address because I got to show up there.
You're going to hear all the music. You're going to see all the balloons, and you'll see all the trucks loading in.
All right. It sounds like it's going to be a great event. Looking forward to it. Cedric Denson will be there. He's here in the studio. He said, I'm not talking. But he's here in the studio, and because I guess he thought I was going to ask him some questions about the election or something.
Oh, you know we can't do that. I'm on county time. This is about community engagement, community outreach. You'll have to schedule him separately to have that conversation.
Yes. But don't forget, Friday, the 5th Annual Drug Treatment and Recovery Court Beyond the Courthouse Steps. This Friday, folks come out and participate. It's going to be a great event.
Thank you, Lincoln.
Thank you, Judge Sanders, for stopping by. We appreciate it. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
WDBZ, Cincinnati, 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Hamilton County grand jurors are indicting a former Skyward Academy special education teacher accused of sex crimes. Reports say that Ryan Cunningham engaged in sexual activity with a student between August of 2021 and May of 2022. Charges against him include 3 counts of sexual battery. Skyward says they learned of the allegations on February 23rd and that Cunningham was fired the next day. Police are investigating after a juvenile was shot Tuesday night in Madisonville. The incident happened shortly before 10 p.m. near Desmond and Conway Streets. The victim's injuries are described as non-life-threatening. Unofficial results are in from Tuesday's primary elections in Ohio. Voters statewide, as expected, chose Vivek Ramaswamy to be the Republican nominee for governor, with the Dems choosing Amy Action in the U.S. Senate race. Incumbent Republican John Husted will square off against former Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown. In the 1st Congressional District, Democratic incumbent Greg Landman will be challenged by Republican Eric Conroy. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230. The Buzz.
If you need to talk about it, we're here. 1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
.30 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. It's Wednesday, and don't forget, check out the Dukester. He's over there, Senior Citizens Day at the Dukester. All right. And, join me this coming Friday. We will be broadcasting live right there on Court Street. They got the whole street, Court Street, blocked off there.
All for you, Mr. Ware.
All for me.
And we also have giveaways, too.
Oh, you know what? Let's do that right now. I've got a pair of tickets to give away to the pre-Mother's Day event. And where is my copy here? The pre-Mother's Day Pretty Outfits comedy show. Yeah. And you'll see comedians from Def Jam, from Comedy Central, and it'll all be for a great cause. Proceeds benefiting the Agape Community Houses, and featuring Horace H.B. Sanders, Alonzo Hamburger Jones, and some other people will be there at the 20th Century. And I'm going to take caller number, let's take caller number 3. We'll make it real quick. Caller number 3, if you call it 3, those tickets are yours for the big comedy show. You're caller number 1. I'm looking for number 3. You're caller number 2. You're so close.
Hey.
I'm looking for number 3. You're so close.
Okay.
All right. Hey, guess what?
I'm caller number 3.
You are absolutely right. What's your name?
Sean.
What, Sean?
Yeah.
All right. Sean, where you calling from?
North Avondale.
North Avondale, the mean streets of North Avondale. All right, Sean, congratulations. You got your tickets to the Pretty Outfits comedy show. And what station just made you a winner?
1230.
All right, hold on. Okay.
Definitely from North Avondale.
Yes. He's from North Avondale. You better believe it. Yes. The mean.
Did he hang up or did you hang up on him?
No, he should be there. Uh-oh. I didn't hang up on him. I think he hung up. Sean, call back. Call back, Sean. We'll get you in there. And we already have our winner for the people that's still calling. And it won't be hard to figure out if it's Sean or not. All right. They're still interviewing people with the Epstein probe. Did they find out anything new today? Operation Epic Fury against Iran is over. That's what Rubio is saying. What about the Safe Passage operation? That's over too, it seems like. Someone said she messed every name up. Lincoln has sold the people out. That's what somebody said on YouTube. How have I sold the people out? Please tell me. I really want to know. I don't think you know. You just saying something. All right. Let's go back to the phones. Let's go to Miss Nettie. Miss Nettie, how you doing?
Greetings to you from beautiful Lincoln Heights. And to the host with the most is Lincoln Ware.
Yes.
And Shan Ware is our first lady of Walk and Talk.
Yes, yes.
Okay? And our, oh God, the real Terrence Howard on the ones and twos.
Yes.
Okay, now I want to say this. Congratulations to all the ones that won. And congratulations to the ones that lost for the simple reason that they tried.
Yes.
Now let's get in there and work together, y'all. Okay? And we can work together. And we don't have to be mad at each other. Okay, that's just, hey, we want a common goal.
Yes.
And that's to help everybody. Okay? So please, please, y'all, please understand, okay? We need to work together. Oh, and I want to send a shout-out to my stepdaughter.
Yes.
I call her she's my daughter.
Okay.
Albina Asby. Okay? She's just a beautiful person.
Yes, yes.
Linda Matthews, that's my daughter.
Where did I see that name? I saw that name somewhere recently, Linda Matthews. I was somewhere, and I saw that name.
A council person, one running for council, has the same name as my daughter.
Okay.
I can tell you my daughter ain't going to run for nothing, run for life. But I want to say, Lincoln, you are the host with the most.
All right.
All right, baby. And you have a blessed and beautiful day. Everybody call in.
All right. Thanks for your call. Bye-bye. Well, Miss Nettie is a piece of work, let me tell you. 513-749-1230. And already they're putting the horse before the cart, or the cart before the horse. That's what they're doing. They're putting the cart before the horse. And they're already trying to pick the winner. No, pick the person that is going to get Mika Owens' seat. I said, at least wait to November till the election is over. At least wait until then. Let me show you. They already got some names out there. This is a short list for the seat. Lakita Cole, Ozzie Davis, Phil O'Neill, Sean Butler, Storm Boyd, and Cedric Denson. See, that's what I was going to ask him about but he was on county time. But anyway, so yeah, they're putting the cart before the horse. Let her win in November 1st before y'all getting together trying to figure out who's going to take her seat. Yeah. They already got names out there. That'll be another fight. And who did she designate to pick her replacement? Maybe I'll ask her that question tonight when she comes into the TV station and you'll be able to get the answer Sunday morning, 6:30 on Star 64. Yes. All right, today is his 74th birthday. He's still a young man. Dr. Keith Melvin, happy birthday.
Yeah, yes. I'm still a young man, baby. Lincoln, listen, I thank you so much. I've had so many. My phone's been blown up while I'm at work.
I told him to call you.
You told him it was my birthday. And I'll be honest, I'm glad to have this birthday because, I felt like had one foot out the door and the other on a banana peel.
Oh, boy. Yes.
But the two cancers couldn't get me, Lincoln, and I'll tell you, people don't know it, but, I have a third cancer. There was a lesion on my stomach. When they biopsied it 2 weeks ago, it was another cancer, a third cancer.
Oh, boy.
I saw the oncologist Monday, and I'm going to have radiation, no surgery. So, three cancers. I got the trifecta. 3 cancers are not enough to get Keith Melvin.
All right.
I'm going to survive all 3 of them. There's a party for me at the Grenadier Friday night on 1647 Clayton. So, I'm still partying. I was at Fisk University this past weekend.
Yes. Sound like you were having a good time down there. I talked to you when you was down there. You was having a good time down there, boy. Y'all were partying.
I was, too. But I was tired. I'll tell you, I was tired, but it was all I could do. I was on adrenaline, and finally when Sunday came, my adrenaline was burned out.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy 74th, and you'll fight this third cancer. Radiation. Now, what kind of side effects does radiation have on you?
Well, I'm hoping that I'm not going to have any side effects from radiation. But, it depends on where it is. This little lesion is on my stomach. It looks like it's early. And the message here, Lincoln, is that I went to Dr. Robinson for a routine appointment. We did an MRI of my abdomen, and in fact, there were 2 different lesions. One was on the kidney, and the other thing was on my stomach, and they were 2 separate cancers. Unbelievable. No symptoms. Was feeling fine. Nothing was wrong with me. I just had 2 cancers. So we just addressed the third one. I couldn't believe it. I just thank God for his mercy, and I thank all of your listeners for the prayers that they've sent up, because clearly when they sent the prayers, that the blessings have come down. And I'm going to, when you see me, you'll see what cancer looks like when God decides to kick its butt 3 times.
All right. I know you can do it. I know you can. If anybody can do it, Hollywood Melvin can do it.
Don't put me down for the next seat. I'm not going to take me a seat. I'll go with Lakita OZ.
Okay. All right. We got you. Dr. Melvin, good talking to you.
Okay, bro.
All right.
See you later.
That's Dr. Keith Melvin celebrating his 74th birthday today. All right. Let's move along. 513-749-1230. Let's go to Judge Wendy Cross, who won her primary yesterday. Congratulations, Judge Cross.
Oh, good morning. Good afternoon now. Thank you so much, Lincoln. Judge Wendy Cross calling. I just wanted to take a moment to congratulate you, first of all, on 50 incredible years in radio. That kind of longevity speaks not only to your talent, but to the trust and connection you've built with our community over decades. And we're all better for it. So thank you.
Thank you.
And I also, if I may, just want to say thank you to all of the voters who showed up yesterday. Civic engagement matters, and our voices truly make a difference. And so thank you so very much to all of the voters who came out even in the rain. I stood out in the rain for several hours. I had team members out in the rain, but it's that important. And so I just want to thank everyone who came out and voted yesterday. It's wonderful.
Now, who do you run against in November?
I've been blessed, Lincoln, to be unopposed.
What? Okay, that's great. Boy.
I'm unopposed in the general, and so I'm grateful to not only the voters, I'm grateful to the decision makers for that, and I'm grateful to God because I truly love this work, and I think I'm called to do this work, and I'm working really hard to do a good job for our community in this work. So I'm unopposed.
All right. Well, that's good. That's always good to hear. I know you were glad to hear that. And now you can go ahead about your business and be the judge that you are. So there you go.
Yes. Well, congratulations again on your remarkable milestone, and thank you for all you've given to our community.
All right. Thank you, Judge Cross.
Bye-bye.
All right. That's Judge Wendy Cross. And it's 53 years now and counting, Judge Cross. Yes. All right. Someone says Lakita may have an issue because she didn't run as a Democrat. Okay. That's what someone said. But yeah, Judge Wendy Cross running unopposed. She'll be unopposed in November, so she's good to go. She's good to go. Good to go. And you know who's coming off, I think, off the bench is my good friend Judge Melba Marsh. I think December or January, she's going to step down. My good friend Judge Melba Marsh leaving the courthouse. Stepping down. Well, she's aged out, I think. It's either she's aged out, I believe. Yeah. So she will be leaving the Hamilton County Courthouse. Maybe she'll come in for an interview like a week or so before she leaves. I can't get her in the studio for nothing in the world. Mother Martha would be on every day if I let her come on when she was living. But I can't get Melba Marsh on for nothing in the world. Unbelievable. All right, let's go to Tierra Powell. Tierra Powell, how are you?
Good morning, or it's afternoon. Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. What's going on?
You know, anytime y'all say my name, I get some as people were tagging me. And so I think Black Lion, did he call in?
No, you know he didn't call in. You know, but I mentioned that you punked him out on you were down at the Board of Elections or somewhere yesterday doing a live thing yesterday afternoon. And he said he would call in and get on your thing, and he didn't do it. You couldn't. Yeah, he kept declining you.
Yeah, and you know, and I wouldn't say that he got punked necessarily. I just feel like he ran into somebody that's not going to back down. And so he just kept talking about he was going to call in and say this and that. And then when it got time for me to actually add him, he didn't do it. So it's just one of those things where he always throw these jabs about him being around for a long time. Yeah, and it's like, okay, but don't confuse being around with being right. Of course you've been around longer than you're older.
Put up or shut up.
Yeah. It's just, put up or shut up.
And he chose to shut up. He chose to shut up. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and and it's just, sometimes it's annoying when people are always like, well, I've been around 50 years. Okay, I'm not 50 years old, so that's not possible for me, but okay.
Yeah. All right.
That's all. I just call in to defend myself.
What do you think of the primary yesterday? What do you think?
One of the things that I told somebody this morning, because people still go with the narrative of they put whoever they want in there. And I told somebody, I said, you know what, you're absolutely right, but that they are the people who actually vote. The fact that our voter turnout was only about 20%, the people that came out made their decisions. And, if you want to let people make those decisions for you, it is what it is.
Now, I hope more people turn out for the November elections, for the midterms, than they did for the primary. And then they normally do, so a lot will be on the line in November.
Yeah, I think people will come out, but we just, again, and I've been talking about this, we have to make voting relatable to people. People just have fatigue. People are really going through it right now, and some of it is understandable, but we really got to make them see why voting is so important and how it directly affects them. Because if they don't feel like it directly affects them, or quote unquote they gonna put whoever in there, they're just not gonna do it.
Your name has been mentioned on the short list to replace Mika Owens if she wins in November. If asked to serve, will you serve, Tierra Powell?
I'm always willing to serve my people, but my name is not on no short list, Mr. Ware. I promise you that. You just made that up. You made that up.
No, look, you could end up on the short list. You never know.
I'm happy where I'm at right now, but whatever God has for me, He has for me. But Cincinnati voters, Hamilton County voters, they get what they get, and they need to stop throwing the fit.
All right,
that's all.
Tierra Powell, always great talking to you.
All right, nice talking to you. Thank you.
All right, that's Tierra Powell. She says her name is not on a short list, but she would serve if asked. She will serve the people of Cincinnati if asked to take that seat. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We got Joyce, Ozzy, and David Whitehead. Joyce, what? She was on with. Anyway, let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Smiley. I want to drop you an invite to something a little more personal.
Woo! Unbelievable. Yeah, they're circling Mika Owens' seat. They're circling it right now. Who will get that seat? Boom, 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 boom. I haven't heard anybody having any problems at the polls, so I guess everything worked out for everybody who did go vote. Did anybody go to their polling place and it was closed? They didn't read the postcard. Did anybody do that? Yeah, you got to drink some coffee there, Terrence Howard.
Man, I've been off today. Boy,
somebody on YouTube said, somebody wake Terrence Howard up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's tough because I'm trying to sleep at night, so I figure, well, maybe the one thing I need to do is just, decrease my coffee intake, but my brain is fried, so I'm in a bad situation. I want to get some sleep at night, but I also want to focus on the Lincoln Ware show and do a great job, but, I guess I got to decide what I need, what's more important, which is sleep, so I won't be doing any coffee. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. Ask Joyce, what does she want? Because if I let her back in, I'm going to open up.
Said that she only wanted to talk to Curtis Wells the first time, but now she has something else.
Oh, that's a call.
Okay.
Tell her that's a call.
I'll let her know.
No, that was her one call per day, every other day. I cannot believe. Oh, I just called to talk to Curtis Wells. Now, I'm going to call back. This is my regular call. No, it doesn't work like that. Unbelievable. Tell her I'm going to send her a Spirit airline ticket. Oh. Oh, God. And I don't matter how quick it is. If I let you do it, they're going to bring it up again. Somebody's going, well, you let Joyce on twice. Tell her she can tell me that on Friday. She can still talk about the election on Friday. I bet she cussing me out now. Sorry, Joyce.
Man, if she steamed at you, buddy. Oh, boy.
Hey.
You're going to catch it on Friday.
Nah, I don't care. You know, it comes with the program. You know. Oh, boy. If she that steamed at me, then she won't call Friday. How about that?
Oh, I think that steam is her motivation, Mr. Ware. She will be calling back.
Oh.
Dental cleaning from our mobile unit. Bring your friends, bring your family. This event is free and open to everyone. Don't miss the 5th annual Beyond the Courthouse Steps, where recovery meets community. See you there.
Wake up every weekday morning with Get Up Mornings with me, Erica Campbell, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on 1230 The Buzz.
1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware with you. And, of course, don't forget, Friday, I'll be broadcasting live over at Beyond the Courthouse Steps, the Drug Treatment Recovery Court. I'll be there from 10 to 1, but it'll be open until 2 o'clock, from 10 to 2 on Friday. Free food, giveaways and prizes, resource bags, information booths. They'll have on-site treatment providers, community partners, and a mobile dental unit offering free cleanings and oral exams. So check that out this coming Friday. Yeah. All right. Let's move along. Let's go to Ozzy. Then David Whitehead. Ozzy.
Hey, Brother Link. What's up, man?
What's going on?
Hey, man, couple of things. So real quick is one, man, do the Republicans yet understand, in your opinion, how Trump's administration has bumbled entirely this war,
I hope they understand. I hope they understand. It's just wasted money. Just think of all the money we wasted, and they're just saying, okay, it's over, and didn't accomplish anything. What did they accomplish?
Lincoln, we're in worse shape now with Iran than we were with the agreement that Obama had signed with the Ayatollah over there. They are more capable now of building a nuclear weapon, because I heard there was one page that the new peace plan is on, where with Obama it was 159 pages. This is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. This is stupidity at its worst. And we got this should show all of us just how dumb these uneducated people that Trump says he loves actually is. Because the people that are getting paid, and it's the 1%ers, you can understand why they're doing it, because they're enriching themselves with these wars, and with the price of everything going up is going into their pockets.
Yeah.
But the poor of us, the uneducated amongst us, they're not benefiting except for to be able to say we're the race card. They get to play the race card because that's the only thing the Republican Party has offered them in the last year and a half.
Yes.
Now, secondly, that accident that occurred on Harrison 2 nights ago, or a night and a half ago.
On Harrison, okay. What happened? What did the car that went on the patio?
No. That was crazy, too.
Okay.
I saw that.
Yes.
But this is the one where they were digging out for those speed bumps coming down the hill. And the company that put up the safety equipment, the cones, man, they were negligent. The lit-up arrow was so dim that you could hardly see it when I walked up to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pathetic. They had 3 cones. I could understand how that person could mistake the direction they were supposed to go in.
Yeah.
And the proof of it is that the following day when I observed it, they had tripled the amount of cones directing people to a safe pathway through that area. Our city has to become more aware of public safety.
Yeah.
All right.
the money you're putting out there for these speed bumps isn't worth the life of one person.
I mean,
and it's cost the life of one person.
They slow people down, but boy, they just get on my nerve. I tell you, I hate those speed bumps. You know?
How are they paying for them?
What do you mean how?
Where's the money coming from?
It may be coming from the railroad. It may be coming from the railroad money. I'm not sure.
And if it is, that's the reason you were talking about the conditions of our road today and how they're not spending money to repair them. Are they putting that money into these speed bumps? I'm not saying that they're not necessary, because if they save the lives of some children, then great.
Yeah.
But is that where our money is going, to these speed bumps that just killed a woman because of the neglect of the company that is building these things? And it was neglect.
All right. Ozzy, I got to run.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate your call. All right, let's go to David Whitehead, President, Local Chapter, NAACP. David Whitehead, what's up?
Lincoln Ware, I hope everything is great for you.
Yeah.
We got a new day. So we got the elections yesterday for the primary, so we got a new day. We have to start building capacity of voters.
Yeah.
19.91% is not enough people participate.
You know, the registration, that's fine. I think the problem now is get the people who are registered, get them out to vote. I think that should be what you concentrate on.
Absolutely. And it's been that, Lincoln. It's been that for the last few years. We've increased the number of registrants by up to 15%.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the participation has not kept pace with the registration. So what it is, and it was mentioned before, and I mention it all the time, we have to start having a conversation about the why. Why people should be voting.
Yeah.
And I keep telling these candidates, you have to get your message out about what you're going to do and not live on the negativity of another person. So to get people energized to come vote, people come vote when there's good candidates.
Yeah.
Or there's an issue that they have a concern about. I mean, we had record numbers when we were trying to get the marijuana approved. It was record number of people because it was an issue that people identified with.
Yep, that's true.
When Barack Obama was running, people turned out in massive numbers because they were interested in the candidate.
And it's probably people who haven't voted since Obama.
Probably have not voted since because we're still keep putting candidates in place that, you know, they have qualities, but they're not presenting their message. The only thing they're talking about is other people. And we got to get away from talking about what somebody else hasn't done, but and get back to talking about what we're going to do and how we're going to implement, you know, improvement in our communities. And I think that's where we're going to be successful when getting people the why. And we got to get the why back out there.
Yeah.
We have to have these conversations with people. We have to get in the neighborhood. Our community councils got to get out of the meeting room and into the streets. You know, we try and do as much as we can, but we only have a small capacity of people to get around. There's 52 neighborhoods. There's 52 community councils. Community councils need to be engaged out in the street of their community and talking to the people of the why they should vote so that they can get funding put back into those communities.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. So that's just it. It was disappointing of what happened in North College Hill. I really thought they had a chance to get the funding.
Boy, North College Hill. What is going on with them?
Yeah, I'm happy for Mount Healthy. Mount Healthy had, you know, they had about probably about a little over 2,000 people that came out, but they were able to push the levy through for them so that their school can still be viable.
Yep.
I know North College Hill will make it work with what they have, but it's just a shame that we have so many school systems that are feeling the effects of this government.
But it's because of high property taxes for a lot of these people. They just can't afford it anymore.
Taxes are out of control.
They just can't afford it.
That's for sure. But even that, if we're not getting so much funding cut from the education department from both the state and the federal budget, we're cutting funding for education. We're cutting funding for food. We're cutting funding for housing and for kids. But we're building ballrooms.
Yeah. I know. It's
But
crazy.
it's not even that. And I try not to talk about the national piece, but let's think about it. We know they've been attacking black people, but if you look at all the stolen contracts that are being done by his family members, that's stealing from everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
So it ain't just us. It ain't just us being affected. We're just collateral damage of all the theft and buffoonery that's going on in Washington, D.C.
And there's a lot going on, let me tell you.
There's a lot. We've got to secure what's happening here. And then in as far as your top list, you know, unfortunately, I don't know how it works for sure, but I think a Democrat would have to nominate a Democrat.
Yeah.
So Lakita may have problems being on that list because she did not run as a Democrat.
Yep. You're right.
But, you know, there's people out there doing good work that should be afforded the opportunity, and we just need to make sure we don't do the same pick like we did before,
right.
and take another black person off the list of being in city council. That's all I'm saying. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right, David Whitehead, good talking to you.
Thanks.
All right, let's see. Oh yeah, and this is something. And every day I mean to talk about this, but it's just like a TV. You watch something, a movie or a TV series, and it comes to reality. It's like this cruise ship that's got this hantavirus that you got from rats, and they're stuck out there. People, they won't let them dock, and they're stuck out in the water trying to figure out what's going on with the people. And then some of them, a couple of people have died, and a few of them are sick on the ship, and they don't want them to dock because they don't. This thing can be transported from human to human. The hantavirus. And there was a TV show on. It was called The Last Ship, I think it was called. It was a TV series, and everybody was had this disease. They were dying in the United States, and they were coming up with the cure on this ship. And everybody was trying to get to that cure, and it was just crazy. But it was called The Last Ship, I think it was called. And everybody was dying, and people was stealing from each other because it was just crazy. That would have been a place for what do they call it? The camp. Brother Leroy was always talking about the the FEMA camp. Yes, that would have been a good time for the FEMA camp. And they had those camps too. They, as I recall, on that TV show, they had those FEMA camps. Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a break and then we'll come back. 12:30. The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this.
And the people want me to go on a cruise. No, thank you. They think they got this disease on land. They didn't get the disease on the ship. They think they got it on land, and then they came back on the ship, and a couple other people got the disease. But they say it's not easy to go from human to human. You have to like sleep in the bed with somebody or eat some food that the person had, eat some of their food or something like that.
I say send that ship to Iraq.
Yeah. Iran, you mean?
Iran, yeah. Send it to Iran.
Yes. They got Amy Acton on MS Now.
Amy Action.
Amy Action.
You got Vivek Ramaswamy dead on, but couldn't get Amy Acton. I can't believe it.
Yeah, somebody said, what happened to Liz Ty? Well, she was not, she wasn't primaried, so she'll go on to November and face a Winkler, which will be tough to do in this county. Right, that's what killed Gene Hackman and his wife. Actually, I think it killed his wife. I don't know if he had it, but she had it, but he may have had it also. Gene Hackman.
Somebody finally came out of hiding.
Who?
Look at your call screen.
Oh, boy, Cecil Thomas. Cecil is
told her,
back.
we've been looking for you, man.
What'd he say?
I've been hiding.
Woo! We love Cecil Thomas. You vote if that's a promise. Jeez. Get his music ready.
I got it on the high key. Just stay ready.
I'm going to him first.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Why are some of the speed bumps on Reading Road gone? They have one in the left lane and then the right lane where there's no bump there. So you can just get out of that lane and just speed on. I don't know why they took those bumps up. That is a good question. I've been asking myself that. Well, I know I'm 2 days late on the Hunter virus. It was so much other stuff going on that I never got to it. I had printed it off, too. Yeah. They were stolen. Get out of here.
Free.
ZipRecruiter. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock. And he's been missing in action. Let's go to Cecil Thomas.
We need Cecil Thomas. He'll work for you, that's a promise. Let's all get on his boat by giving him your vote. Come on. We need Cecil Thomas.
Cecil Thomas.
Let's all get on his boat by giving him your vote.
Break it on down. Cecil Thomas. He's been missing in action. Cecil Thomas, what's going on?
Hey, man, somebody y'all been looking for me?
Say what? Yeah, we've been looking for you. Ever since those flyers came out, we were looking for you, and you were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to, by being that close to the election, I didn't want to get into a back and forth over that.
Yeah.
And the discussion around that, as more than likely at this point, we got to focus on, first of all, fixing whatever the problem was that caused all of this.
Yes.
And unite our party, because right now there's a splinter there that needs to be fixed, and we got to do that internally. I would be premature to start talking about what we need to do over the air. That's not a good idea publicly. We're going to have to go behind closed doors as a party. All the new members of the Central Committee that were elected, along with all the members of the administration of the Hamilton County Democratic Party, all of that. We got to come together and have a come-to-Jesus discussion to try to figure out how all of that occurred and what we need to do moving forward as a united front, because we got to start as quickly as possible to prepare for the general election.
Yes.
And the last thing we need is us going fighting among each other and pointing fingers and all that garbage. And so what I'm going to be doing is looking at all of the numbers. First of all, let me congratulate everybody that won. But this is just the start. We got to win in the general, and that's when we start really patting everybody on the back that we win. So I'm going to be looking at the numbers and saying, what do we need to do now to make sure we get our people out to vote this coming fall? I can almost guarantee you the Republicans are seeing it open now. Mm-hmm. They knew they couldn't beat Stephanie. They knew that. And there's some other discussion as to why some members in the party decided to unendorse Stephanie. And keep in mind, the recommendation from the committee, the election committee, the endorsement committee, was to endorse Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
That was the recommendation from the party, from that committee. But then at the general meeting of the Central Committee, at the executive committee, I should say, they had a vote, and she was. This is a vote of all of the members of the Central Committee. They voted not to endorse in that election, in that race. And so that's kind of how stuff kind of caused some problems. But yet and still, those are the reasons we're going to have a discussion there, you know. And let me say this. I met with Stephanie, and I met with Mika, and I told Stephanie that I was going to support her, and I told Mika that I was going to be supporting Stephanie. But I remember when you asked me, when you called me, when I called in one day and you asked me who's I going to support, and you know I told you I was going to stay out of that.
Yeah.
On the air. But privately, and I told both why I was supporting them. I felt Stephanie had shown that she could win in Hamilton County. She won when the Democratic Party did not endorse her, and then she won a second time when they did.
Mm-hmm.
And she also set a precedent, being the first black female to win a county commission race. And so she sets she showed history there. And I said, Mika, she's won city council. Stephanie had already said she was not going to run for re-election after this term that she was in there. And I'm thinking, well, Mika probably would have been the best choice to say, okay, I'm gonna finish this next term on city council, and then I'm gonna run when Stephanie steps down.
Well, then she would have had to probably run against Alicia Reese if she had waited. And I don't think she wanted that fight, against Alicia Reese in 28 if she had waited.
No, she would have ran once Stephanie stepped down.
Oh, okay.
You see, she could have held her seat on council, and then once Stephanie stepped down.
Why was Stephanie going to step down, though? She's not term limited on the commission.
No, she had made a decision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she had already told all of us that she was not going to run for another term.
Okay.
Because, in the commission, you can run forever.
Forever, yeah.
As long as you choose to.
Yeah.
And so it made sense for Mika to wait, and then she could have easily carried the ball after Stephanie stepped down. And but anyway, those are the kinds of discussions we're going to have.
Yes.
Going forward to make sure. But right now we got to focus on the general election, and there's going to be a whole lot of money put forth under the Republican candidate.
Oh yeah.
They see an opening.
Yeah. And that's why I tell people talking about some people on here, well, I'm not going to vote in November for Mika. I'm telling you, so you'd rather have a Republican in that seat than have Mika in that seat. I don't think that's a good choice.
Oh, no. I'm going to put my support behind Mika 110% in that.
Yeah.
And I advise everybody else.
Yes.
Oh, let's get behind her and all the other candidates that will be running. Because this is going to be a highly contested election. A lot of people going to vote, both sides of the aisle, Republicans and Democrats. The problem we got is, I'm going to tell you this, black people don't vote when they are in hard times.
Yeah, they don't. Right. That's true. That's true.
Gas prices and all this, and food costs, all this. If black folks go into the general election struggling, they're going to say, what the heck should I even go vote for?
What's it going to do? Yeah. Look at the price of gas. It's not going to help anything. I'm not voting because look what it's doing. So, yeah, that's a mistake.
But again, though, as far as what needs to be done with the Democratic Party, we got to make sure we fix whatever it is that caused this problem without taking sides and all that garbage.
Yeah.
And get this stuff straightened out and go united into the general election. And the sooner we do that, the better. So that's why I thought. I know the media, all the media was calling me. I said, no, I heard y'all. I heard you. Well, Cecil Thomas when you need it. And I said,
now, did you sit down with Mika and Stephanie after the flyer, or had you talked to them before the flyer came out.
This is before.
Okay.
And this is why. So when now Lincoln, I didn't get the flyer in my hand, and the first person that sent me the flyer, they sent me the front of the flyer with my face on it.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't see the back.
You didn't see the back.
I didn't even think about it.
Right.
All I saw was myself and the other two persons on that flyer, my big head on there and their big head, and then Mika's name in big writing on the flyer. Now I'm looking at it it was text to me. I'm looking at it from my phone. And I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't endorse Mika. What is this? I've already, I'm saying I already told them both.
Okay, so that's you just saw the front of the flyer. You didn't know it was for the precinct.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Precinct Central Committee.
Yeah, Central Committee. Yeah. You didn't realize that's what it was. Okay, that's why you went. You was raising hell. You were mad as hell.
Absolutely, and I was not mad at Mika or anybody. I was mad at the person that came to me or called me and asked me to put that out if they could do that. But they didn't explain what they were talking about. I thought it was the Hamilton County Democratic Party, but it wasn't the Hamilton County Democratic Party. So anyway, that's the stuff. We can fix that, though. It's not a lot of damage done. The primary's over now, and now we got to come in and sit down and really have a good conversation and try to fix this mess.
All right. Well, Cecil, I'm glad you came out of hiding, and everybody, you're back. All right.
I've been around too long, man. I know how to hide when to hide.
All right, we'll talk to you.
All right, see you later.
That's Cecil Thomas. Unbelievable. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Hey, Cincinnati, get ready.
It's 513 Day, Cincy.
We're turning up for the city with 513 Day.
Cincinnati, since my mama had me.
Join 1230 The Buzz Wednesday, May 13th from 4 till 8 p.m. We're taking over Fountain Square for a free citywide festival celebrating everything that makes the 513 special.
Cincinnati hat, Cincinnati jersey.
We're talking live DJs, performances, food trucks, local vendors.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Who knows what that song was right there? Who knows the name of that song right there? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Is that the theme for the 18?
No.
Oh.
No. Major damage has been done. If they can trick, if they can trick an elected into an endorsement, imagine how the general public gets tricked. Okay. Oh. I'm not a fan of Dumas, but as soon as I got my ballot, she was my first pick as soon as I put my ballot on the voting booth. There's no choice now to pick Mika in order to keep out Republican, not if a Democrat is running instead. Yeah. Do it again. Okay. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Woo.
No clue.
Ew. If somebody gets that, they're good with the soul classics. The theme to Law and Order, no. No. One more time. Leslie wants to.
No more times.
Doom, 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 doom. Woo!
I think you got to tell us who that is.
I'll tell you. I'm going to give you one more minute. One more minute. And it's a tough one, unless you got to be a certain age to know this song. And that age is probably not on Facebook. But it's Back in My Arms Again by the Supremes.
I never would have guessed that one.
Yes. Yeah. Back in My Arms Again by the Supremes. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's when the bass, dun, dun, dun. And then the Supremes come in. Woo! All day long I spend my telephone ring. Yeah. Now Valerie Gentry puts it up there after I don't know how long ago she put it up there.
Don't cheat, Valerie.
I don't know how far we are behind, but Valerie talking about Diana Ross, Back in My Arms Again. Yeah, that's the song, but 1230 WDBZ. Lincoln Ware with you. And during the break, we were, I talk to the people on Facebook and YouTube, and I was trying to, this song just came in my mind. I think I heard it on the radio the other day, and it's Diana Ross and the Supremes, Back in My Arms Again, but I was trying to sing it to get somebody to guess the song, but everybody said it was just a horrible rendition of whatever song it was.
Name that tune with Lincoln Ware.
All right. We got about, 6 more minutes and 5 calls. That means, hey, you only have like a couple of 1 minute apiece, and then I'll have time to sign off. Vincent, let's hear it. Go ahead.
Thank you there for taking my call. The guy you just had on, does he have a number?
Cecil Thomas?
Yes.
Yes. But
can I call you back later and get it?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay, what's your number?
749-1230.
Oh, man.
Dial the same number after 1, and I'll give it to you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And Mika Owens, she's Republican, and that's their puppet. If you ever had a hand puppet?
Yes, I've had one before.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about there. Okay. The lady named Cole, you think she'd be able to work with I can't think of another lady.
You talking about Lakita Cole? Lakita Cole is I guess a charterite. I guess she ran for the charterites there, for the charter party. So
I'm not gonna hold you up, but the whole shell in the group is the people here in Cincinnati. They got to get educated and they got to learn how to vote. There's over 500,000 people that didn't vote yesterday. That don't make no sense.
I got to run. Thanks for your call. Mustafa, real quick.
Hey, voting is simple and painless. The more you do it, the better you become. Get out and vote in November. Say no to Ramaswamy.
All right. Thanks for your call.
No Ramaswamy.
All right. Okay. Let's see. I might as well give away a pair of tickets to the Cincinnati Music Festival. I'm going to take caller number 7. Caller number 7 right now. Lucky number 7 at 749-1230. If you call us 7, we'll give you a pair of tickets to the Cincinnati Music Festival. That's going to take place July 23rd through the 25th at Paycor Stadium. And you'll get to see Charlie Wilson, Tyrese, Mary J. Blige, Trey Songz, and Dougie Fresh, and more. Caller 7 right now at 749-1230. Your caller 1 looking for 7. Your caller 2, I'm looking for 7. Your caller 3, I'm looking for 7. Your caller 4, looking for 7. You caller 5, looking for 7. You caller 6, I'm looking for 7. Sorry about
Wow.
your luck. I know, you're so close. Thank you for
Never
your call.
got in.
Thank you for your call. Hey, guess what? You're caller number 7. What's your name?
Yes, Ernestine.
Ernestine, you got the tickets to the Cincinnati Music Festival. How about that?
That's great. Thank you.
Where you calling from?
Cincinnati.
Where at in Cincinnati?
Finneytown.
Finneytown. I mean, I got to reach down in your throat to pull it out. Okay. She's calling from Finneytown. All right. Congratulations to you. What station just made you a winner?
12:30 The Buzz.
All right. Hold on. Out there in Finneytown. Yes. All right. So, everybody hung up when I wouldn't give them but a minute. they hung up. Oh, I can't say what I got to say in less than a minute. But anyway, congratulations to all the folks who won their primaries yesterday. Congratulations to you. And don't forget, on Friday, the day after tomorrow, on Friday, I'll be down beyond the courthouse steps for the Drug Treatment and Recovery Court. It's their 5th annual event, 139 Court Street. Come on down. Free food, giveaways, and prizes, and resource bags, information booths, on-site treatment providers, community partners, and they've got a big mobile dental clinic offering free cleanings and oral exams. That's all taking place on Friday. Yes. So make sure you check it out. Yeah. This coming Friday, broadcasting live. And then next Thursday, a week from tomorrow, I'll be out at the Community Action Agency. How about that?
Yeah, you're a busy man, Mr. Ware.
I tell you, I'm the hardest working man in radio since Tom Joyner is not on radio anymore.
Yeah. He
So,
gave the crown to you, Mr. Ware.
I took the mantle of the hardest working man in radio. I miss old Tom Joyner. I miss that show. That was a great show, let me tell you.
It's better than Ricky Smiley.
Oh, boy.
But you didn't hear me say that.
I didn't hear you say that. No, I didn't. All right. Let's see, what else? We'll have more tickets to give away to the Cincinnati Music Festival. Tomorrow, we'll have more tickets to give away tomorrow. So tune in for that. We'll have more tickets to give away to the pre-Mother's Day comedy show at the 20th Century. We'll have more tickets for that. So stick around. Join us tomorrow.
And
right
winner,
here.
please hold on. I'm
Yes.
going to get to you after the show.
Yes. And let's see what else I need to say here. Somebody said, I'm caller 7, Lincoln. You cheated. No, I didn't. People heard me press the button 7 times, and we got the winner. This stuff can't be fixed, folks. It just, I don't know how many times we have to tell you that. This is not a setup. And if somebody that I know calls in and win, hey, there's nothing I can do about it.
It's random.
There you go. All right, Sharpton is coming up next. I will see you, yes, you, and you too, tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. right here on 1230, The Buzz. Woo! That's the end of the show. There is no more. The clock on the wall says it's time for me to fall. Right on out of here. All right. Some iPhone owners can claim $95 from Apple. Oh, okay. How do they do that? iPhone owners can get up to $95 payment after Apple agrees to settle case for $250 million. Okay. Check Channel 5's website for that information. Check Channel 5. News 5. You could be getting $95. What did Apple do? Let me see if I qualify. I've got an Apple. Some kind of scheme they were doing. What happened to your old exit song? It used to be Groovy People, didn't it? Yes, it did. We can now, being on YouTube, we can't play that music. We can't do it. We just can't do it, and that's just the way it is. I miss Groovy People. Doon 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 doon. Doon 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 doon. Groovy people. I like to be around groovy down home people. I don't like nobody that's got an attitude. Wow, didn't know YouTube was that strict. Oh, yeah. Cannot do it. All right, folks. I'm getting ready to get out of here. The men's threat, the ladies' pet, the local supreme, and every girl's dream. Twin, go to hell. Greg Landmark. Greg Landmark, he calls him. Oh. Ted Turner passed. Lincoln, can you make your own jingle like Sharpton? No. Because I don't know if they will let us do it on, because he plays songs, actual songs in there. Twin would never live that down when he was doing on the hot mic, when he had the phone up in his mouth. And Nathan said, Twin, we're in your mouth. Move the camera, move the phone back. We're in your mouth. Oh boy. Okay, Elaine Patterson. Glad you moved over, Elaine. I think we're just going to do it on Monday, making the switch. Since I got a remote Friday, they were going to make the switch tomorrow. And it just, so I think we're going to make the switch Monday. Monday. Yeah. Lincoln used Jimmy the Vet song. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. Yeah, boy, y'all getting on Twin. Janice is killing Twin. A live remote and a switch to YouTube will be disastrous for the. That's what I told him. I told him. And me using that open air Wi-Fi, I'm going to be outside. So, yeah, it's not good. Not a time to switch. All right, folks, I'm out of here. We'll see you later. Bye. Okay, Terrence Howard, you can turn them off.
In the country. All you have to do is call me at 1-877-532-5797, 1-877